are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought up. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a fight. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 116 to be exact. Oh my goodness, Persona, new look, new WUPS. We're looking kind of different today, guys. What is up, guys? I see the beautiful people in the chat. Welcome, man. TGIS. Thank God it's Saturday. Early in the morning. You know the vibes, how we get down with What's Up PlayStation podcast. For those people that are new to What's Up PlayStation podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest. And I mean the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bari, and I got the best list. Oh, you too? You know what I mean? It's just a pleasure seeing you guys in the chat, man. And trust me, when we say this, me and Persona, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you. But like I said, guys, I am just one of the hosts of What's Up PlayStation podcast. You know, it's a two-man crew over here. It's a two-man team. You know what I mean? When I put my hand up like this, you know what I mean? Persona say, hey, tag me in. Pop. You know what I mean? We get pop. We get a little boop. You know, or a little pop. Huh? Let me introduce the other host with the most, the King of Queens himself, the Destiny 2 God, Mr. Yo, stand in my bubble. Yo, Gaming with Persona. Your Persona, what's good, bro?
Hey man, what's good? What's going on, people? Man, your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And yo, I'm back. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be back here for episode 116 of What's Up PlayStation podcast. Hey, yo, Bari, man, it's been a really eventful week, man. It was a really eventful week this week, man. So, you know, definitely a lot of great news to talk about. Shout out to the people in the chat. You know, we appreciate everybody rocking out with us every Saturday morning. And yo, man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fire.
If they bar looking extra bright, yeah, man. No more messed up camera. You feel me?
Yes,
you know,
sir, yes, sir.
This is one of the promises. Oh, go ahead.
Man's got a light in the back. You know,
shine bright like a diamond.
You shining even brighter now. Goddamn, bro. Is that a? I was gonna say I forgot what I was gonna say. Supernova. Something.
Oh,
I don't
Supernova.
know.
I know where you was going. I know where you was going.
I messed up. but we standing kind of close to the sun because it's getting a little too bright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, this is one of the promises that we made when it came to episode 100. And I mean, we are men of our word. When we say we're going to do something, you know what I mean, we're going to execute it and we're going to, see it through. This is just, the half step of WUPS. And there's going to be more to come, man. Once, like I said, guys, we appreciate all the support. Early on Twitter, this week I posted, or, WUPS Up PlayStation posted that we hit over 100 members on WUPS. That's a huge milestone, man. So, everything that you've seen here is definitely, appreciation to you guys for supporting us. And we definitely, when we tell you guys like the support that we receive, we definitely going to bring it back and give it back. That's 100% what we're going to be doing. And I just want to remind everyone that March this month is going to be a big giveaway month for WUPS. So definitely tune in for one of these episodes where we're going to be giving away some nice prizes, man. Me and Persona, we was talking in the background, under the scenes and whatnot. And yeah, yeah, I like when the notifications come in. It's so loud in these headphones now, man. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm hearing everything. But
I was gonna say, man, how are those? How are they? Because I was looking at reviews for them, and like everyone is praising those headphones.
Yeah, they're really good.
I'm kind of overdue for a new pair. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they're really good. Because the last studio headphones I had is like back in my old crib. And I messed those up. So I always was using like my Pulse headsets. And I was like, I like my Pulse headsets, but I like that for gaming. You know what I mean? Not for like no podcasting or whatnot. It looks cool. It looks designing. But, especially with VR, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be my main VR headset. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just get me a new, studio headset and let's keep it, keep it moving from there. And I love them. You know what I mean? It got the little moderate, the moderating thing, where you can listen to your voice or whatnot. And I've been enjoying it, man. It's been cool. I've been having a lot of struggles this week though, Persona, man. But I think I'm coming out loud and clear. No clipping?
Nah, no clipping so far, man. I'm happy to see that too, because oh boy, these past couple shows.
Yeah. Yo, listen, guys. When you have certain settings for things, let's don't mess with it, man.
Even if you don't mess with it, sometimes it really be Windows. Like when the Windows do their updates.
Oh yeah.
Like my settings, I never touch my settings because I have things set a specific way. Mm-hmm. And every time Windows does an update, all my shit is messed up, all of it. And I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, 100%. Like I have a Windows update in queue, but I say, you know what? I'm gonna wait till WUPS. Yo, I saw it this morning. I was like, hold up, let me wait until WUPS, bro, because I don't want to update this joint and settings and OBS is gone or whatever. I got to reset. I said, let me wait, man. But how you guys feel in the chat, man? How you guys liking the overlay? How you guys liking the new logo? We got a new logo, Persona, man. Can we show off a few things? Yeah, is that absolutely okay?
Let's do some housekeeping, man. Let's show off the new logo. We got a lot of things cooking for the WUPS Nation, for the WUPS community, man. And, let's show a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Also,
also for the logo, 'cause I know a lot of people see the logo down there. Big shout out to Oblivious, man. This guy is a legend. He's done a lot of our artwork for What's Up PlayStation, and even on our respective channels as well. But it's definitely for What's Up PlayStation. All of the the emotes that you see down there for our members of WUPS Nation. Oblivious did all of that. You feel me? When you see this new logo down at the bottom right, Oblivious did that, man. And, we appreciate Oblivious for all that he's done for us, for our channel. And the thing that's great about Oblivious is, he goes above and beyond. He doesn't just like do what you say or, he says, yo, give me the details. You give him the details. And the great thing about him is he'll remix it. He'd be like, oh, I was thinking about, I know you guys wanted this, but I also did this, and this as well. So, let me know what you like. And he really goes above and beyond when it comes to his artwork. So shout out to Oblivious. And for anybody that might be looking for artwork or anything like that, his Twitter is Oblivious334. And I'm gonna put a link to that in the chat as well, so y'all can go follow him. And if you guys looking for artwork and whatnot, definitely hit him up. His commissions is closed right now, but definitely still hit him up. You feel me? Whenever you need it.
Yeah, he'll cue you in. He'll lock you in. If you're serious about it, he'll definitely lock you in and whatnot. Yo, no lie, I did the same thing, man. Check if your audio was working. I went mute and I turned it up. But yo, we definitely see the notifications. Appreciate you guys. Kratos once again gifting 5 memberships to the WUPS, man. Appreciate it, Kratos, for all the support that you are doing. But before we do, the rigmarole as far as like the house cleaning and whatnot, shouting you guys out, we just have a nice little announcement that we want to make real quick. Persona, can we do that?
Absolutely.
Can we announce some things?
Absolutely. 100%.
All right, let's get it. All right, so guys, what you are seeing here is the What's Up PlayStation merch site. And this is the typical site that we have here. Also, we got a promo code going on for early bird. If you want 10% off of any order, just type in early bird in the code when you're purchasing. So we have the classic logos here, or the classic shirts. This is the original What's Up PlayStation podcast logo, or the image, or merch that we have here. We have the Bari versus Persona as well. Shout out to Oblivious on that as well. And then we have something new, man. We got some new merch out here. The What's Up PlayStation podcast new logo. Just want to zoom in for you guys on that. So you guys can check that out. New merch is coming. You guys can order this now if you want to. Got a sticker for you guys. Hoodies. And we hooked you guys up, man. We hooked you guys up just in case you don't want me and Persona's Ugg mug on your shirt, right? This is what we're gonna do for y'all, man. We also have the plain ones for What's Up PlayStation podcast up. This is the plain shirt with none of our faces on there. Just for you guys if you want that there. T-shirts, hoodies.
And listen, man, summertime coming up, so gotta get a nice fresh little tee for the summer. Come out stepping out fresh.
Yes,
going to some of these nerdy events that we like to go to, PAX coming up and all these other things. You might want to let the people know, man, what's up PlayStation. You feel me? And then always as New Yorkers, Bari, we got to grab a What's Up PlayStation hoodie for the fall.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
hoodie season every season.
Absolutely. So, definitely grabbing a couple of these, man. But definitely let us know, man, if y'all feeling it, and we definitely appreciate everybody that might go and grab one. If you do grab one of our shirts, any of our merch, it doesn't have to be the new logo merch, but if you grab any of our merch, definitely tag us. And take a picture and let us know, man. We love to see that stuff. We love to retweet and support that stuff. So, definitely let us know.
Yeah. Also, what you guys are seeing here is that we have the original like PlayStation colors. You know what I mean? The pink, the blue, the red, the green. But we also have the PlayStation blue merch as well. So if you guys just want a different look, different color, we have the blue line as well set up. And once again, you can use early bird for the user code when you're in the checkout or whatnot. You can get a little 10% discount. But just wanted to show that off a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying, Persona, man. Just a little taste, and everything that goes towards the merchandise, it goes right back in the channel as far as the giveaways or things that we're doing for the podcast. So we're not pocketing none of this stuff. Like we tell you guys, we definitely give back to the community, and you guys are going to see. If you guys already been here, you already know the vibes. We have done many giveaways here on WUPS, Persona's channel, on my channel. And, that's just us giving back, showing support to all you guys. But, yeah, just wanted to announce that real quick. Let us know in the chat how you guys feeling, how you guys vibing. And let's get into the show, man. The vibes, how we do things, man. Persona.
First off, Bari, before we get into anything, how you feeling? How was your week this week, man? How's everything?
This week has been pretty busy for me, man. It's closing week, man. The vibes, how we get down, man. Yo, listen, close in my job, man. You can have like a smooth sailing, right? You know, especially around the last week of the month, and then when 4:30 hit, boom. You know, stuff will come, man. It's like, oh my god, man,
I know that all too well, man.
Yeah, man. Like, y'all got things planned, man. I wanted to do certain things. I wanted the game, but out here, you got to do what you got to do. But work wise, has been a pretty busy week. But gaming been great, man. Been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler 2, PSVR. You know what I mean? Diving in PSVR heavily. You know what I mean? Continuing my story with Call of the Mountain. Man, what a game, yo. What a game. We'll talk about that later in the spotlight section. But how's your week going, man? How's everything doing? I see a little unboxing videos going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I see a little
something like. Nah, yo, listen, my week has been, I'm not gonna lie, my week has been real leisurely this week, because you know, I took a day, I took yesterday off, and I took Wednesday off, and you know, work is kind of, you know, work is always hectic, you know, certain projects and stuff that I'm dealing with, but in terms of gaming, if you follow my personal channel, you guys know I've been streaming that Destiny hard body the past 2 days, man.
It's been a fun stream.
Yeah. It's a really good stream. And you know, playing through the campaign, finishing up Lightfall, which is great. Definitely gonna talk about that more in my spotlight. And yeah, man, mostly been playing Destiny and Octopath Traveler 2, and dabbling in PSVR more with some of the games that I've been playing as well. But yeah, it's been a pretty chill week this week, man. I can't lie. It's been a really, really chill week for me.
Yo, what's good, guys? I see you guys in the chat, man. Good morning to everyone. We appreciate you guys coming through. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. But yeah, man, I mean, your Destiny streams have been pretty fun. Just seeing the frustrations, seeing you and Hives work together as well, because that's your guy right there. So you already see that chemistry. It's like, I know what to do. I know what to do. All right, I know where to go. It's cool.
Yeah. You know, that's my brother. You feel me? I known him 13 years, man. You know, that's my brother. So, and we always game on Destiny heavy, and this is no different, man. The grind is real. Trying to get raid ready. The raid come out next week. I'm gonna talk about it in the spotlight, man. It's a lot I'm gonna talk about in the spotlight, man. But the spotlight's gonna be good.
You know, he gonna go 20 minutes in that spotlight. When Persona get Destiny spotlights going, he goes long with them spotlights. But I'm gonna let you rock. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I know you've seen the comments about Destiny and how people try to come at it and whatnot with this new campaign. But
yeah, I've seen a lot of that stuff. And my whole thing is, you know, Destiny is one of those things. It's like I've said before, it's a continuing story. But one of the things about Destiny that makes it so great, especially when it comes to Bungie, it's all one big story. It's not segmented in any way. You know, even down to the seasons. The seasons is just one long continuous story that you could just follow and keep up with. And the lore with Destiny and everything is just so great. And I'm Bari, you know, I've been a hardcore Destiny guy since you've met me. way back in like 2013. You feel me? So you know, we're gonna talk about it in the spotlight though. We're gonna talk about it in the spotlight. But Bari, what we can't talk about right now.
My uncle mode just turned on real quick. My bad.
I figured you just gonna have to turn off the camera. Like, cut that goddamn noise. But yo, boy, man, we got to shout out the members of the channel, WUPS Nation.
Yes, sir. Yo, listen, guys, we see the memberships growing and is getting up there. We definitely will have like a ticker going on one of these episodes. You know what I mean? Just having everybody's name being scrolled in there as well, man. But go ahead, Persona, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, guys, if you do want to become a member of the WUPS Nation, it's never mandatory, but it's always appreciated. The link is in the description. And you know, we appreciate all of our members of the community, man, that decided to go that extra mile and become a member of WUPS Nation. Also, the gifted memberships from, you know, like Sick, Kratos, DC Gaming. We appreciate it. We really do appreciate all that stuff. So thank you guys so much.
I've been going in, man.
So for the members of the channel, man, we've got Killer Cam for show, G Junior, XR Rob, Juan Sosa Gaming, TKRDS, C Fresh 2180, Tom Murphy, CBH for God, JLou 83, Black Rob, Walter, Mac the Stampede, Lord Hog 999, It's Me Baby 80, J Dab, Toolman 55, Dark Prince 6606, Philip K, Get This Work, The Unknown, J-Ro 49, Cloud Strife, Andy, Arc War Angel, Leech 1399, Phil DVG, Reaper, Fake Outrage, J 942, Vel R, Leon, Kendra, Gamer X, Ice Queen Gaming, PS Rewind, Just Wait, Ghostface, Wolfgang, Mishima, Carl Anchor, Sinister, True Virgil, Alex E, Shake Capo, Zero Steel, Name Redacted, JC 2013, Muck 45, King 1710, TZ the Goat, Iman Rich, the Swag Lord, D2 Des, The Wreck, MJ 152, Sergeant 12, Seattle Chef, South Star, Dresk 47, Corey Macy, Franco Tech, Tevin, Plus on Block Podcast, DeJuan Thompson, Jimmy Harrison, Kratos 99, Porter Rock 77, Alfonso Carter, Broken Saint 1978, Tarana Duffy, Miles B 93, Upper Room AK, Steady Flow, Stealth Guy Gaming, Tricelsius, That Guy Smitty, Damien, Alfonso Carter, Henry Heck, Star Guardian 88, Oolong T Gaming, Stranded Ninja Gaming, Stone, Rabbit Got the Gun, Jay Bari, Games for Eternity, King Thrash Gaming, Brap, Julian Johnson, Requiem of Demons, Light Strife, DC Gaming, John Donuts, Tactical Gamer, AC, Stir Crazy, Stardust Acero, John the Don, J Gamer UK, Cyber Dragon, Unicron, and we got 2 pages. Okay, Viper Reaps Corner. Oh shit, it's a second page. I see our names. Oh shit. Jay Wright, Blue Mustang 357, Shy City Gamer, King Keys. Oh! Then we got my boy Bird in the building. Shout out to Cali, man. Bird in the building. Upchuck Gaming. First one half of the one half of the Plus on Block podcast. Every Friday, 8:30 Eastern. Make sure you check out Plus on Block podcast. Navigator 3221. Nari. Then we got Gaming with Persona the Greats. Oh! And then we got Dreology 619, the other half of Plus on Block podcast. And last but not least, we got Mystical Tryhard Guy Ochia. Bari, where's your name? I didn't see your name.
Yeah, you did say my name.
I did say it. Oh,
yo,
shit.
you was ripping, bro.
Oh, okay, Jay. Okay, I see it, Jay Bari. I was like, hold on, what the hell is Bari's name? Okay, it's 2 pages. It's 2 pages.
I felt like you was just in a flow. I was just like, that's why I was quiet with some of the shout outs, because I was like, he's in the flow right now. I ain't gonna mess that up.
Oh man, shout out to the members of the channel, man. We appreciate y'all so much, and we appreciate it, man. 100%.
Like I said, guys, it's gonna be a giveaway month for the members, but we're not gonna exclude the subscribers as well, man. So we're gonna be taking care of you guys as well. So definitely stay tuned for those giveaways that's coming pretty soon or this month. But Persona.
Yep.
Let's kick off the show, man. You know the vibes and how we get down.
Yes,
we got to talk about the games that came out throughout the week, man. And here are the games that came out for PlayStation 5 and 4 for the week of February 27th to March 5th. And man, I think you're pretty satisfied with this week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I am.
Because the first game we have here is Destiny Lightfall, PS5, PS4. I'm pretty sure you're going to talk about that soon. And then we got Fernbus Coach Simulator for the PlayStation 5. Interesting. Scars Above for the PlayStation 5. So I saw my man Sick playing this game. I think he has a lot of issues, he said. Then we got Void, what's that, Void Terrarium 2 for the PlayStation 4. That's a whole name? Can you look that up real quick? Yo, that's no way. That's probably a typo or something. Look that up, please.
Let me look it up.
Like, copy and paste that and just like, confirm that. That looks crazy. Then we have Bendy and the Dark Revival for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then we got Brock.
It's legit a game. Oh shit! It's on the Switch. Yeah, it's on PlayStation and the Switch.
Like the title that we're seeing right now, for real.
Yep, exactly, just like that. Yep.
Wow. Okay. So how do you expect people to? Oh, it's a roguelike game. I know Terrarium. I know Terrarium. That game is it the same game or just like a different version?
It looks like it's a different version of a game.
Okay.
Yes, it's a roguelike. Oh, it looked pretty cool too.
Yeah, Viper said he played it. Yo, he said this part 2. Then we have here Brock, the investigator. Get it? Invest. Nah, not Viper.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Okay. For the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then we got Fighting Rage for the PlayStation 5. That's a beat 'em up.
Shout out to these devs because they actually gave me a review code for this game.
Oh, this is the game?
This is the game. It's a beat 'em up. It's pretty dope.
Oh, lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get around to putting my thoughts out on that pretty soon. Yeah, they definitely hit me up and gave me a code for this. So yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Then we have Leap for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Oh, Persona. We're gonna talk about this one. Yes, we're gonna talk about this one for sure. Especially you. Okay.
Me?
Yeah. You.
All right. I don't know shit about this game.
Well, you gonna learn today. Today.
All right, we're gonna talk.
Then we have the Arcade Archives is back with Skykid DX for the PlayStation 4. Mayhem in a Single Valley for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Pretty Girls Breakers Plus for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Pyramid Raiders for the PlayStation 5. Railway Islands for the PlayStation 5. Strike Force 2 Terrorist Hunt for the PlayStation 5. Then we have Blood Roots for the PlayStation 5. Then Gunman Tales for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Insomnius Night Long for the Long Night for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then we have No Longer Home for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Then we have The Smile Alchemist for the PlayStation 5 and 4, and they probably duplicated this here. Then we have Wolong Fallen Dynasty for the PlayStation 5 and 4. How do you pronounce that? Is
Wolong.
Wolong? I hear people say Wolong. I just let them rock.
Yes, Wolong. Did you buy that?
No, I did not. Yo, bro, come on. Respectfully.
And I'm not saying that like to bash the game or nothing. I was gonna buy it too, but I'm looking at what I'm currently playing on top of like PSVR and everything else, and I'm like,
no way.
I can't swing it right now, man. I can't swing it.
There's no way. But no. I mean, I love the beta. I thought the beta was cool. I enjoyed myself with the beta. You know what I mean? Using the water abilities. I think they kind of changed it up a little bit. Because I was watching Maximilian stream the game. And I was like, that's not how it started out, or not what I remembered. But I eventually get it because I did enjoy it. But it's just, bro. Bro. I'm playing. I'm focused I'm really focused on Octopath right now. And everything else, I come in between like the weekends, that's VR time. But it's just a lot, man. There's no way if I was to buy that, there's no way I'm gonna keep up or finish, these games that I'm playing.
My whole focus right now is like Octopath, Destiny, and VR stuff.
Yeah.
More specifically Horizon is like the one I really want to beat. So it's just like, yo,
Call of the Mountain, bro. Call of the Mountain, that joint that's a full Horizon game. Anybody telling you differently, or this is not a full game or anything like that, please shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. That game, respectfully, that game goes in, bro. I'm like, damn, okay, more stuff you're giving me. You know what I mean? I'm at a certain point where, bro, I'm feeling like Spider-Man out here. You know what I mean? In VR.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those are the games of the week, guys. Let us know any games that you guys are picking up. I'm seeing the chat or people already speaking on Terrarium 2. Saying that it's a roguelike game. It's pretty good. But yeah, let us know. Let us know. You guys put us on as well, man. When it comes to some of these games. But Persona, man, the vibes, how we get down, man. We are getting into the spotlight games for the week. Game or games for the week. And are you gonna break the rules? Is that our first time saying that on cam?
No, I think you said it last week when we was on camera as well.
Okay. But no, last time I was in 1440. No, I was in 540p. No.
Yeah, this might be
You're
the
right.
first time we're
No.
seeing it.
It's not. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something different.
But listen, guys, we are in the spotlight portion of the show. And for those who don't know, the spotlight portion of the show is where me and Bari give you a game or games if we decide to break the rules that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game, it could be an old game, it could be a game from your childhood, it could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is the spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. And for me personally, my spotlight, I am breaking the rules this week, I 100%. So my spotlight games for this week, the first game I'm going to spotlight is Octopath Traveler 2. I love this game. This game is incredible. This is right now. Obviously, I'm still got to play it. I still got to beat it or whatever. But right now, it's very close to sitting in my top 3 turn-based JRPGs of this year. Obviously, I still got to play Sea of Stars. I know the Pixel Remasters is going to be there as well. Suikoden 1 and 2, the Dragon Quest HD 2D remake that's coming out this year as well. There's still a ton of turn-based RPGs that we need to come out. So we're definitely gonna. But right now, this is sitting really high up there for me. I'm loving this RPG so much. This turn-based RPG is incredible. My second spotlight, Bari. Did you really think I was going to let this week go after the week we've had and not bring up Final Fantasy 16? Are you kidding me? Yo, Final Fantasy 16 is about to be one of the greatest Final Fantasy games.
I like what you did there.
Release.
I like what you did there.
This game is really going to be incredible. Incredible.
Yes, sir. I like what you did there.
I'm still speechless at the gameplay that I've saw this week. I've rewatched this gameplay. I'm not kidding. 20 times. I'm not kidding. I mean that. That's a real number.
Persona, I broke my rules too, man.
I told you. Did you watch the Icon fight? What I tell you, bro? Yo, this Icon fight is crazy. If these are going to be the type of fights that we're getting in the game. We in Yoshi P we trust. We are not ready. This is definitely going to be a incredible action based RPG. Can't wait.
But I don't believe you're hyped because it's not turn-based.
Well, the fact that it's not turn-based is why I just think it's not a good game. It's not a real Final Fantasy because it's not turn-based.
Whatever. Yo, listen, we're going to talk about that later. Trust. But I can't wait. Final Fantasy 16, I can't wait. Last but not least, of course, I got to close out my spotlights for this week by talking about Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. Now listen.
Excuse me?
Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. Now listen, if you've been following me on my personal channel, follow me on Twitter, I did my campaign live stream series with the Lightfall expansion, played it on the hardest difficulty legendary mode. And y'all saw me struggle a little bit, man. Me and my boy. Y'all saw us struggle on that final boss fighting Callus and his reinforcements.
That junk looked crazy.
And oh boy, was that a stressful boss fight. I love this. The reason why I love this campaign so much, I do think like the Strand portions of the campaign, it kind of got bogged down. It kind of got tiresome a bit. Like I'm not really feeling the Strand powers too much, really and truly. And I think, having those sections come where you have to use the Strand to move, progress through the story. I wasn't really feeling that a little too much because I just felt like the Strand was just a mechanic that was slowing me down, personally speaking, right? But when it comes to the actual story, about the Witness, about Callus, about the Traveler, like the Traveler opening up and shooting. This how the Witness is really a problem, because the Traveler has not moved, has not opened up, has not spoken to us, anything like that since he came to Earth way back in D1, way back in the day. So the fact that he left Earth
went into space, and opened up to shoot at the witness. This is how you know the witness is a bad motherfucker. This is how you know the witness.
He bad, bro. He bad.
Yo, the witness is a problem. You understand? He is a problem. And just seeing the story unfold, because this is the second to last expansion. The last expansion I think is called Light's End or something like that, and that's gonna be the very last expansion for Destiny, right? Playing through the story, man, I liked Nimbus, I liked Rohan. I thought they were great characters. I like Neo Muna. It's a very colorful, vibrant city. I do like that. The story itself, Neo Muna, Neptune.
Neo Muna.
Yeah, it's a city on Neptune.
Okay, got you.
And so,
got a lot of water and all that. I think I missed that part.
Yeah, it's a lot of water, a lot of all of that.
I like that city. I like that city.
With the story, I think the challenge that this story offered, especially on legendary mode, I loved so much because it kept me on my toes from beginning to end. I love it. I thought it was great. The grind, now, obviously I finished the story. So me and Highs, the grind, this is where the real grind happens, where, you grind the pinnacles, grinding powerful gear, grinding nightfalls and things like that. So you can get the best gear, get your light up so that you can do the raid. The raid is going to be next Friday, next Friday is when the raid goes live, and everyone will be able to do it. The raid main final boss is going to be one of the Witness's disciples. The final raid for the final expansion is going to be the Witness. So we're not going to fight the Witness in this raid. We're going to fight one of his final disciples. I forgot his name. Then we'll fight the Witness in the next expansion and the next raid. But there's a lot to do here.
I know.
Because you got the
his name is the Victim.
Hey, Bari, get up out of here, bro.
What?
Out of here, man.
His name is the Victim, bro. They got the Witness, the Victim, the lawyer. So,
Hey, yo. You're funny, man. You're funny, man.
My bad.
So you good. I'm loving Lightfall a lot, man. It's I'm putting a lot of time into it. I love it. I think it's great. I think you guys should check it out, especially if you're somebody that's looking to get into Destiny. Right now is the great time to get into Destiny, because whenever a brand new expansion comes out every year, everyone starts on the same level, and then you grind up to the new power light. So the max light for this expansion is 1810. Everybody starts at 1600 light. Everyone, regardless of where you were but prior to this expansion, when the expansion comes out, everyone starts at 1600 light, and then you do the content, grind up to the max light, and do the best content and stuff like that.
Yo, real talk, I would love to get back into Destiny, but like I said, I don't want to take away right now from Octopath. But Destiny is a game that I obviously I haven't played since part 1. You know what I mean? So just getting back in that I know it's gonna be a chore getting back in there. But yeah, every time you guys say it, like every expansion, everybody start from whatever. I'm like, I be getting tempted, bro, but I'm like, you know what, Bari, fall back. You know what I mean? But you can definitely hear your excitement for Destiny, and you know what I mean, that a lot of people would say, where's the PlayStation Nation hype when it comes to Destiny? There you go, Persona right there.
Yeah, I love Destiny, and I've loved Destiny prior to PlayStation acquiring them. This isn't me just suddenly loving Destiny because they're under the PlayStation umbrella. I've always loved Destiny, like even way back during D1, where people were trying to bash the story and bash this and saying it had no content and stuff like that. Like You know the debates I've had of this game through the years, Bari. So I don't gotta say.
Oh yeah, I know. Yo, real talk. One thing that's like, it's not weird, but it's getting used to when you are streaming live on air. Like when I'm in a business meeting, it's very focused. It's very you know where you got to look, where you got to present and whatnot. When you streaming on like a podcast, there's so many things you got to look for.
Yeah, I'm always I've got like 2 screens, so like, I'm looking over here and then I'm looking over here. I'm looking here. I'm like all over the place. I know sometimes I got to remember to look actually at the camera. So I'm actually looking and making eye contact with the audience and whatnot. It's a lot.
It's definitely a different beast when you're doing your leisure gaming stuff and business. But when it comes to the spotlight games for me, I'm going to say one of them that you mentioned, which is Octopath Traveler 2. Been loving the hell out of this game, man. Pretty much like certain there's only one chapter, opening chapter that I held off on. That was Oswald, and then last night I finally completed his chapter, and I was just like, yo, his chapter. It wasn't too much action to it, but the story build up was pretty good. And the only reason why I turned off from it is because it was like, oh, do chapter 1 and 2. So I was just like, nah. I gotta handle my girl Throne before I gotta handle Throne chapter 2 and Temenos before I handle anybody. So I held off on it. But yo, stories are pretty good. Some of them is all right. But overall it's pretty good. I'm enjoying each character. I see the benefits of each character.
I think the weakest. Sorry to cut you off. I think the weakest for me so far is Agnia for chapter 1.
Oh, the dancer.
Yeah, I think hers was like the weakest for me. The most surprising is Particio. I didn't think I was gonna like that whole Western kind of vibe that we're going for. I loved it, bro. I love Particio. Throne is definitely. I get what you mean now with Throne, and I think Temenos. Hey, yo, their chapter 1s are crazy.
Yo, I'm loving those two characters dialogue, Throne and Temenos. It's like a stark difference between them, but they blend so well. I'm like, yo, I'm loving it because there's story aspects where they're continuing their story that it meshes together, and you got to do dialogue and all that stuff, which I love, man. But Particio, yo, he's OP, man. I can see this character is gonna be like when I'm grinding levels or like trying to grind like money or leaves, whatever they call it, using him because yo, he can steal money. He's kind of crazy. I like Agnia, just due to her buffs, but yeah, her story, in my opinion, was like one of the weaker ones. But yeah, I've been liking that game a lot, and yeah, man, definitely. I just real talk. I just want to keep playing that game, because it's super good. And just seeing the trophies pop. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, man, you didn't care about these shit, but seeing them trophies pop, man, the stuff that you're doing, missions that you're completing, ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't nothing like it, yo. But yeah, I've been enjoying that a lot, man. I was gonna list Final Fantasy, but you listed it, and we're gonna talk about Final Fantasy a lot here in this podcast, so I'm gonna save that off. But I like where you went there, Persona. I don't know if you caught what you did, but I caught what you did, because you know me, and I know you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know me more than I know you, but I know you more than you know me.
Yes, sir.
If that makes any sense.
Yes,
and
sir.
Turn-based action. But let's continue the action. As you see the video that's being played here, guys. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I'm just chomping at the bit, guys, for news and that release date for this game. I think they're gonna go hand in hand with Versus. Because Versus dropped a new trailer as well for a new character in Ryzen, which it dropped early this morning. I thought it was gonna drop a little bit later, but yeah, my bad, it was Japanese time. I will be doing like a reaction video to that, but yo, Anila, she looks good. She looks very, very good. It's definitely a Persona character too. And you're gonna see why Persona later on. But yeah, I'm liking her a lot. She looks dope. Can't wait for both of these games. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink and Versus Ryzen. Can't wait for those games, man. Real talk.
You're gonna be the only one on Ryzen playing that.
Nah, yo.
I'm gonna be there with you. I got you. I'm gonna be there because I definitely want to get back to what's my girl name?
Jita?
Yeah, Jetta. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to her. So yeah, I'm gonna be there for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus always been a great game, but the netcode was just bogged it down. But now they're fixing that. Now they're adding additional mechanics as well, where now you can actually have mix-ups within your strings. Because when I was watching the trailer and doing a breakdown, that's something that I was alluding to. I was like, oh, yo, she got a new button here. But no, it's the actual auto combo that you can mix up high or low now. Which Anila, it looks dangerous because she got a standing low. And you know how I feel about them standing lows. It's gonna take a lot to get used to that. But yeah, I can't wait for these two. Waiting for the release date for these two. And pretty excited. But the last thing I'm gonna highlight here, if you have VR, there's no way you should not be playing Horizon Call of the Mountain, man. Horizon Call of the Mountain is such a great game, man. It's such a great Horizon game. It is definitely in the universe of Horizon. there's a lot of little hints or little nuggets here and there where they talk about what Aloy is doing and where she got to go, and you know, your character Reyes, he's asking certain questions like, hey, so where's that where's that Aloy that I met? He's like, she went off west. You know what I mean? Like those cool little things in the game is really dope. But just in that world, that universe, you have a whole full complete game. As I'm playing it more and more, I'm just like, yo, this game is lit, man. Giving me the tools, you know what I mean, how you upgrade your or craft your arrow weapons, like your fire arrows, your electric ones, how you aim and reload and all that. It's just dope as hell. And all the little, you know, the pickaxe, the grappling hook, all that stuff that they give you, man. Yo, it's just like, it just keeps coming. It's keep giving you. And yo, really and truly, Horizon, it can be a workout. And I'm all for it, man. You know what I mean? I'm all for it because, yo, you're going to be climbing in this game, but the climbing, in my opinion, feels very, very good. It's not just like, oh, this is just basic. I could just, no, you got to actually like learn the climbing. You got to learn how to move with it. You know what I mean? The pickaxes, when I first got those, I had to learn, I had to dig that thing in that rock, Persona. I had to, in that rock, man. You know what I mean? It's not just, you have to, and I'm like, oh, This game is immersive as hell, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying Call of the Mountain, man. I really want to finish that game. Hopefully, you know, shout out to my man Sick. He said that he wants to play some After the Fall. So like after the podcast, we'll probably play some After the Fall with Sick. I don't know if you saw that tweet, but you know what I mean, if you're down Persona, you know what I mean, we can get up in there and kill some
y'all
zombies.
Y'all my boys.
Oh, you doing your Destiny?
Yeah, I'm doing my Destiny grind for the raid next week. I'm trying to be raid ready.
Okay,
so
yeah, I get you.
That's definitely my main focus right now.
I get you. Nah, you're a Destiny nerd. I get you. But
absolutely.
But nah, man, yo, if you have VR, man, definitely go and play. Or definitely you should purchase Horizon Call of the Mountain. But yeah, those are the spotlight games for the week, guys. Let us know the games that you guys are interested in as well. You know what I mean, where we just suggesting and recommending games out here. I mean, you know the vibes how we get now. But let's get into the show, Persona, man. Oh, matter of fact, before we get into that, we got to talk about The Last of Us, Persona. How do we feel about episode 7 of The Last of Us HBO TV show?
This episode was definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. And the reason why it was is because it really remained faithful to the DLC, like through and through. And I loved it. I loved that they didn't really deviate too far from that outing with Ellie and Riley, and even down to like a lot of the stores and the environment. It was damn near the game, and I loved it. The only difference, I think, and this is me kind of think of just like this is me turning my gamer brain off, right, with it, because like when the clicker came out, you know, they could have made that chase a little bit more suspenseful, where you kind of chase them through or something like that, through like the mall a little bit more. But you know, the way he kind of bit them and scratched them or whatever, I was like, I'm with that. And then kind of just seeing them there in the end, just accepting their fate. I was like, yo, this is the DLC, man. This is great. And then playing the Mortal Kombat, I love that scene, man. When they were playing Mortal Kombat and all that, I was like, yo, this is dope, man. I like it. So yeah, this episode was definitely a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I give this episode a 9 out of 10 for me personally. Like they definitely stayed tried and true to the actual video game. You know what I mean? And just gave their version of a TV show of the video game, which I personally like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can deviate here and there from certain things, but overall, you know, I want to recognize certain things. And yeah, when you talk about Left Behind and that DLC, they definitely kept tried and true to it. The only thing I would say like a really flaw to me, it was the ending, you know, with the infected or the clicker in the end, and how they left it when they was just waiting out their fate. I would have loved to see, you know, Riley turn and then Ellie, you know, was like, what the hell? I'm not turning. You know what I mean?
Yo,
They didn't
one, not to cut you off, but I agree. Like, it's funny too because everything else that they talk about that they wanted to flesh out within this game, within this story, it's weird that they didn't flesh that out. I would have loved to see them turn, and they could have made that emotional. Like, they could have made that a very emotional thing. But this goes back to what I've said before, where I think this series needs to be at least an hour and 30 minutes per episode because there's just so much here that you can tell and show and convey. And this episode was, I think, like 55 minutes, 54, 53 minutes or something like that. And I'm just like, yo, I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, like that's those parts is definitely what I want to see as well. Now that you have a TV show, I don't want that stuff cut out. I want to see, especially that, and it's on HBO. Like, I just don't understand what's going on when it comes to HBO and the show, where they don't want to show the gruesome stuff between the human and yeah, I mean, you do see it with, you know, the infected, but the human and human interaction, you kind of missing that out. But the thing is, Riley would have turned to an infected. You know what I mean? How did Ellie feel while she was waiting there and she's not being, you know, turned into this infected? You know what I mean? I want to see those emotional processes that she's, you know, thinking in her mind, or how she's behaving, you know, but they kind of skipped that out. I felt like I was like, overall, I loved it. Amazing episode, but I would want to see more of that. But yeah, I'm excited for episode 8. Looking like it's going to be a good one. Looks like it's going to be a fast-paced one. But yeah, we're definitely going to see. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. Great job. The ones that Neil Druckmann definitely have been a part of, like you see his name in the producing or the written of the episode. Those have been the best ones to me. Episode 2, episode 7. Those are the ones I think I remember seeing his name on. Those have been the best ones to me, where I feel the video game aspects of it, of the TV show. But yeah, let us know your thoughts, man. Episode 7.
Hey, yo, Bari, I'm being nosy.
Oh,
is that a monkey sitting on top of your PSVR box in the background, brother? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, this is Rufus, man. Y'all want to meet Rufus, y'all?
Rufus? Hey, yeah, I want to meet Rufus. Who is that? That's Rufus.
Yo, so I was doing some cleaning, and I found my old plushy monkey named Rufus. I had this thing since I was like 10 years old, and I found him. He was just chilling in one of the game boxes, and I was like, "Oh, Rufus is gonna be he's gonna be a prop. He's gonna chill. You know what I mean? He's gonna be a part of the episode. You know, why are you rolling? You know what I mean? So everybody say what's up to Rufus. Yeah, I'm a grown ass man that I have my own plushie when I was a little kid. Sue me, sue me.
Yo, I'm like watching. I'm listening to you talk. And I noticed that when we first started the episode, I keep looking. I'm like, is that a fucking monkey sitting on top of a PSVR box? What the fuck? What is that? Hey, yo, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Because I know that comment gonna come. It's like, yo, you a grown ass man with this. Yeah, I found him. I was hella excited, bro. Yo, a little tear came out my eye, to be honest with you. I was like, yo, Rufus. What the fuck?
Hey, yo, shout out to Rufus, man. Shout out to Rufus, man.
I don't know how I misplaced him, because he's always been a part of, like, you know, wherever I've been. But I was like, yo, I can't find my goddamn monkey, man.
Yo, the fact that you've had that since you were 10, that's really dope, man.
Yeah, I had him since 10. It was like a carnival that I got him through. I had that since for a minute, man. You know what I mean? It's either the carnival or it was the Bronx Zoo. It's one of those.
I got my ghost with me.
Oh, that's the first one from D1?
The first game, the collector's edition.
Yeah.
I always keep my ghost with me on my desk. So I get it. Trust me.
Yo, is the ghost still like a vital part that's talking around? Okay. Yo, you can see I haven't played Destiny in a minute, guys. It's been a while. Well, yo, everybody in the chat, what up, Rufus? Yeah, Rufus, that's my monkey, man.
Well, so he gonna be at the show every week now. Rufus, he gonna be chilling.
Yeah, he chilling. You know what I mean? He does a special little guest that's out here that's enjoying the show. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rufus, man. Big shout out to Rufus.
What up to you guys, though, man? See, that's how I know you guys are cool, man. The PlayStation Nation, y'all ain't trying to roast me. You know what I mean? Y'all just out here just having a good time with my man Rufus, man. But
absolutely.
Yo, Persona, before we get into the news, man, let's get some of these super chats here. And memberships as well. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Viper Reaps Corner with the $4.99 iPhone user. He said Rufus comes to life when the podcast is over. Bari be like, hey, yo, Rufus, set up my VR2 while I'm sitting here. Yo, listen, my nieces and nephews, they will come in and like, try to punch up Rufus. Yo, if you want to see me upset, yeah, I get upset right there, boy. Real talk. You know what I mean? Then shout out to my man J Gamer UK with 10 months of being a WUPS member. Say, what's good, Bari, Persona, and the WUPS Nation? PSVR 2 is lit.
Thanks.
Shout out to my man Oolong T Gaming with 6 months of being a WUPS Nation member. He said the Final Fantasy XVI controversy has annoyed me so much today. Happy 6 months. Let me speak.
Let me speak.
Yo, listen, man.
Trust me, we going in on all of that because me and Bari, we've been talking about that a lot on the back end. We gonna give our thoughts today, man. It's gonna be a great episode with that.
That's gonna be a long segment, guys. It's gonna be a long because there's a lot of news to talk about there as well. Shout out to my man Kratos99 gifting the 5 memberships. Welcome, guys, to the WUPS Nation. Definitely go and spam those emotes in the chat if you guys got gifted a membership. And then shout out to my man Steady Flow with 9 months being a WUPS Nation member. He said, what up, Bari, Persona, and chat? Best PlayStation podcast on YouTube. He said, congrats on the 100 members too, man. Yeah, shout out to you guys, man, for supporting us. And then my man Viper Reap's Corner with 10 months of being a WUPS Nation. Shout out to Viper Reap, man. He is the unofficial worker of WUPS. You know what I mean? He's definitely a part of the members. He's definitely a part of the union, the WUPS union. You know what I mean? He's in charge of all of that. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Viper Reed. We definitely got to change his mod too. He's definitely going to be like a managing mod. He said, good morning, everyone. VR2, just wow. And then we got my man DeJuan Thompson with 7 months. I see a lot of platinum members out here, man. Shout out to you.
A lot of day ones, Bari. A lot of day ones, man.
Yeah, man. He said, what up, Bari and Persona? This month. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, DeJuan, man. Then Blue Mustang with 10 months. He says, not enough time in the day to play all these games that are out. Right. Yo, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. And then, big shout out to my bro, Upchuck Gaming, one half of the Plus on Block boys. They didn't have a show this week because Chuck was under the weather. But big shout out to my man Chuck, being a member for 10 months. The WUPS Nation said, what's up, brothers? Sending blessings y'all way, enjoying the show. Fire. Appreciate it, Chuck, man.
Shout out to you, Chuck. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you get better, man.
Yeah, they said we need a Rufus members emoji.
Hey, man, the chat say Rufus the new mascot for the WUPS.
Get a Rufus and a ghost.
Yes, sir.
You see, now the jokes is ripping. Now the jokes is ripping. Talking about Rufus gonna smack my forehead. Yo, imagine if Rufus come alive, bro. I lose it. I wonder what he's gonna say.
Go back, PlayStation Nation. What's up?
What's up?
Oh, what it is, what it do.
But let's get into the news, Persona, man. Let's get into the news. We got some things we got to talk about here where PlayStation is introducing PlayStation Playmakers. Not going to go too much in depth with this, but it's just a cool little announcement that PlayStation is doing. We have been seeing this when it comes to a lot of their promotions as far as, people that they are getting in their ads, that's tweeting out their stuff. And just a few of these I'm going to read. I'm not going to read everything here because they speak about the partnership and what they're doing, having people stream games, and it's from big to small people too. But we're going to talk about that. So Eric, Limpel, he came on the PlayStation or the SIE blog. So thanks for joining us, Eric. So can you tell us about PlayStation Playmakers and who they are? So they are a group of passionate PlayStation fans who also happen to be the most exciting creators, athletes, actors, artists, gamers, and entertainers in pop culture. We're excited to partner with these playmakers on an ongoing basis to celebrate their passion for gaming and PlayStation, provide an early look and the behind the scenes access. So you know what it kind of remind me of? My bad, I'll cut myself off. You remember PS3 where they had like core? Remember that? When you had to be like a plus, you had to be a plus member. They had like the core where core dropped like an episode every week, and it was like the inside the news of play. They cut it off though. They definitely cut it off.
Kind of like underground. Okay.
Yeah, but it was
like
it was coming to your it was coming to your
I
PlayStation 3.
Okay. All right.
So they say in here, provide early looks and behind the scene access and offer unique experiences for fans. The Playmakers are a dynamic talent network that will continue to evolve and grow. They're a part of our journey to inspire gaming fans and to prove the power of play. So here in the second one, it said who's a part of the PlayStation Playmakers. They're labeling people like NBA stars like LeBron James, which we're going to be highlighting that right after this. Country music star Jamie Allen, actor and comedian King Botch or Batch, professional BMX athlete Nigel Sylvester, WNBA stars Nalisa Smith, and then we have NFL star Jamar Chase. Oh, Jamar Chase and CD Lamb, okay, in there. And then we have a French football freestyler, Lisa Zimucci, and a Belgian football star, Romelu Lukaku. So there's like a whole bunch of people that they have here. Some of the people I don't really know, but I definitely can recognize, some of the people that they're listing here. So what's your overall thoughts, Persona, on this PlayStation Playmakers? And do you think PlayStation, this is a smart thing that they're doing here?
Yeah, so when I first seen this, I thought this was cool. A part of me is like, where's WUPS? The WUPS boys got to be in that list. You feel me? Yo, PlayStation, what's up? Holla at us. You feel me? Holla at us. But I think for something like this is really smart because it's kind of like what we're seeing with the life in PlayStation with all these PlayStations all over the world, right? PlayStation, like, and this is how we know that the supply issue with PlayStation is rectified. Because now we're starting to see them make major moves in their marketing department to really let people know, go get PlayStation 5 is the place where you want to be, the place where you want to play your games, albeit exclusive or multi-plats. And I think with this Playmakers, what this does is this allows for PlayStation to really get PS5 or the PlayStation brand in general much, much deeper into pop culture. We already see it now with PlayStation where, you see these commercials, just random commercials where someone's holding a PS5 controller or, you'll see a PlayStation character or something like that. And I think PlayStation is really trying to propel the brand to the next level by having some of these big stars aligned with the PlayStation brand so that they can get the word even further out there to people who might not be as privy to gaming, to, consoles and all these other different things, or just PlayStation in general. I think what we're seeing here is that next level where PlayStation, the brand, is not just going to be the console, but also the TV side, because they're really breaking into TVs and movies now. We know they got a lot of different things on the horizon. What better way to get the word out there and to get people interested than to have some of the biggest stars in the world, albeit the ones that are recognizable to Americans, but also stars that are recognizable around the world, like the football, the soccer stars and stuff like that for the more for the people across the pond and things like that. So I think this is smart.
Yeah. And you said a perfect thing as well. So we're going to lead into that, right after what you just said there with my man LeBron James. So PlayStation and LeBron James teamed up on a limited edition PlayStation 5 accessory. Accessory. So they're pretty much making it clear that it's just going to be the plate and the controller. So here is the plate and the controller that they're introducing. Just give your thoughts on how you feel about these two things here, Persona. Can I full screen this?
Can I get cocky, please? Can I get cocky for a second, please, sir?
What's up?
PlayStation listens to WUPS. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? PlayStation listens to WUPS. Because what is something, Bari, that we have said time and time again that PlayStation needs to do? They need to do custom plates. Where are the custom plates, PlayStation? And I think having this LeBron, first of all, I don't care if you like or hate LeBron. LeBron is one of the biggest stars in the world. He's one of the most successful athletes on this planet. He's one of the most recognizable people on this planet, right? So the fact that they've got LeBron James aligned with PlayStation is just monumental in itself. The influence that's going to come from that is crazy. But getting him his own this special edition LeBron inspired console with the plates and stuff like that, I think is really, really dope. But I think for me, I'm not really feeling the plates too much personally. I'm feeling the controller, and this is strictly, I'm not using this. This is strictly gonna be a collector's item. Like I'm grabbing it and it's gonna stay in the box and it looks really, really dope. I think with the plates though, this might be a good sign that we will be getting gaming related custom plates in the very near future. You know, can we get a Final Fantasy 16 with Clive? Can we get a Spider-Man? Right? The fact that they're starting with this, I think, might be the signs that, okay, the gaming plates are on the horizon. My only thing is, I hope they allow you to buy the plates separately if they tend to do this, and not necessarily tie it to an entire console that you would have to buy.
Yeah. Like it's not like a bundle thing. It's separately. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like overall, I'm in agreement with you. I love the controller. I think the design and everything about it fits the controller really, really well. I just wouldn't want that on, my plates. Like at the end of the day, as much as I think PlayStation should have custom plates, I really do think they should have it. I like the plain and simplistic stuff. And this is not like like a crazy ass design or whatnot. It's very simplistic, but I just feel like it works much better on the controller. Like this is like a prop right here. You know what I mean? So big shout out to LeBron and PlayStation because this design looks dope as hell. I'm not saying the plate look ugly either. It's just something that look, I got two plates.
The plate doesn't look ugly. I just feel like I would like that on the controller because of how the controller looks. I think that's great. I just wouldn't want that on my PlayStation itself. That's just how I feel personally.
Yeah, like I have two plates for PlayStation. I don't even use them. You know what I mean? I got the black and the blue joint. I still got the white. Let's just match the aesthetic of what I'm trying to put out here. But overall, I think they nailed this controller, bro.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think the controller looks like it looks great, man. I like how it's got the PlayStation space buttons kind of blended into like the king's crown at the top left, if you see that right above the D-pad. I think the saying is pretty dope, and then the back with the crown and the PlayStation buttons, I like it. I think this is a really cool thing. But like I said, this is also something where I wouldn't want to use this heavily. This is something I would collect, something I would grab and just.
You get like a controller stand and you put it in the background.
Yeah. I wouldn't use this controller. I would strictly get it for collection.
With how popular LeBron is, like how limited this going to be. You know what I mean? Because
I think this might be more limited than the Hogwarts Legacy controller. Because the Legacy controller went away. Because there's all types of hype beasts and stuff like that that don't even play games that's going to want to grab this just off the strength of it's got LeBron's. It's something that goes in tandem with LeBron. So I think this is going to be a very, very hard controller to get. And they didn't even tell us when this is going up for pre-order. They just said, stay tuned.
Coming later.
Coming later. So we'll probably see something like this around summertime.
When this junk goes up for pre-order, it's going to be gone in seconds. 100%.
Yeah. You're going to have everything ready to go. And even then, you might not even get it.
But yeah, I like it, man. Nice quote too. This is something that LeBron always said. Nothing is given, everything is earned. And I agree with the quote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta work hard for what you want to, get out of life. And I love the controller for real.
Yep.
Like I said, I don't think the plate is bad. I don't think the plate is ugly at all. I think the plate looks dope because I like the little king stuff here. I love the crown with the PlayStation symbols. It's like one of my favorite things about it. But it's just it depends on your background.
If they would have added more of the PlayStation crown stuff all over the plates on the front and the back, and it had the saying kind of smack in the middle like that, I would have liked that a little bit more. Because it kind of fills out more, it stands out a little bit more.
They should show the other side too. Like, most of this only custom plate, they don't show the other side, and we don't see the actual plate here. We only see the controller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But overall, I think they did a great job with this. Real talk. It looks good. Can't complain. I can't complain, man. But Persona, let's get into this, man. Because during the state of play, they spoke about the PlayStation Plus monthly games. I know we spoke about this last week, but you know, I'm just giving a definitive review as far as like how strong we think this lineup is going to be. And this is only for the monthly games. We're not talking about the full catalog of games. So here, once again, if you guys don't know, if you guys missed it, here are the monthly games from March 2023 for PlayStation Plus. So this is essential. This is all the tiers of PlayStation pretty much. So the games being offered here is Battlefield 2042, Minecraft Dungeons, and Code Vein. What's your review you're giving this month as far as the monthly catalog of games, Persona?
So I think with Battlefield, they just recently released an update, a new season, I think, or something like that. And I saw BG, I think it was, he played it, post some gameplay, and he said it feels much better and runs a lot smoother. So that might be a good look for like those who are trying to get back into the Battlefield scene. I'm gonna be honest. For me personally, I already own Code Vein. I couldn't really get into it as a Souls game. For me personally, I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me like I hoped it would. Minecraft Dungeons. I'm not really a Minecraft guy, so personally speaking, none of these games on this list really appeal to me personally as a gamer. So to me, it's a weak month. So subjectively speaking, I would give this month a C for me personally. Because I'm not a Battlefield guy, COD is better than Battlefield to me personally. But objectively, I think this is a pretty solid and not definitive, but varied list of games that really appeal to multiple people. So I would give it a B plus.
Okay. I'm giving it personally a C plus. Really and truly, Code Vein is the only game that I have real interest in. I always was giving this game a side eye, but I never really bit the bullet. But there's a theme here going on with this month of monthly games, is that they're highlighting multiplayer. Every game that in here can be played with a friend or with other people. So yeah, Battlefield multiplayer game. Minecraft Dungeons multiplayer game. You can play that with 4 other friends or 3 other friends. And so is Code Vein. You know what I mean? It's good to see that, it's smart actually to offer like some of these multiplayer games for a service that you need to play multiplayer. You get what I'm saying? But I give it a C plus on a subjective level. On an objective level, I'll agree with you as well. I think it's a smart strategy. It is games that will keep people in the service. So yeah, I'll give it a B plus on an objective level. You know what I mean? Yeah, Minecraft Dungeons is not as bad as anybody would think. It's a pretty cool game. I played this on PC. I haven't played the multiplayer though, but I played it on PC. It's pretty cool. It's pretty much Minecraft and what they did with Fat Princess Adventure. Remember that Fat Princess Adventure game where you had the co-op that's running around the world? You're pretty much doing that now in Minecraft world.
They need to bring Fat Princess back now that I'm thinking about it, man. I love Fat Princess.
Yo, PlayStation.
Bring that back.
So let's talk to them real quick, man. Yo,
go ahead and bring that back, man.
I love Fat Princess on PS3. The capture the flag type mechanics. Pretty much you have to capture the princess. And what's fun about the game is like you have to feed the princess cake to make the princess much bigger, to make it more difficult for the enemy team to carry her to their side. But yo, that game was blood and gore. It was like it had different archetypes of classes. It was a dope game, man. The Adventures was cool, but the original Fat Princess game, the capture the flag mechanics, that jump was lit, man. That jump was lit. Yeah, definitely bring that back. Like a games as a service type joint. PlayStation. Listen to the fans.
I would definitely love that. A Fat Princess like games as a service or something like that they would do with that. I would like it.
Yeah, man. I think that would be dope. Let's talk about this as well. Let's move along. Where the PlayStation players' choice for best PlayStation 5 results are in. So here are the winners for like the best PlayStation 5 game. This is like the best implementation of like the DualSense and the best implementation of the PlayStation 5. So the winner is for the best DualSense wireless controller, Astro's Playroom. I'm not surprised by that. It is an amazing game. Anybody that have played it, which you should if you have a PS5, once you boot that game up and you feel that controller, you're walking on glass, you feel that you're walking on sand, you feel that you're walking on grass, you feel that you're walking on dirt, you feel that everything in the game you feel. It has a very distinct feeling with the controller. Honorable.
Like that
go ahead.
Adaptive triggers, bro. It's serious on Astro's Playroom, man.
Yeah,
like when I remember when we first got our PS5s back in 2020. Astro's Playroom blew me away, bruh. I was very speechless at how incredible the implementations were.
I'm just letting John Donuts know he good. We ain't get to that yet. But yeah, I agree. Astro's Playroom, amazing game. Go ahead and play that, guys. It's a free game. Everybody that gets it on PlayStation Plus, something that, some people won't highlight or they will try to undermine it, but I think that's a great thing that PlayStation did where you want to showcase the features of what this console can do. It's a free game that everybody can play. So honorable mentions, Horizon Forbidden West came in second, God of War Ragnarok third, and then Ratchet and Clank fourth place. How do you feel about the lineup as far as like the placement of the honorable mentions?
So I feel that I love God of War Ragnarok, but I feel God of War Ragnarok should be taken out of there and Returnal should be put there instead. The best use of the DualSense, Returnal had 2 different firing modes on one trigger. Let's stop, man. Let's be real here. You feel me? And this was all like community driven, right? They chose this.
Yeah, this is where
that just lets you know how many people. That just lets you know how many people ain't play or ain't finished Returnal. So yeah, I feel like Returnal should definitely be there. Ratchet and Clank, the use of the DualSense I think is good, and Horizon Forbidden West I think the use of the DualSense is good. Another one, what's this game called? What's the game by Bethesda that came out to PlayStation exclusively, PS5 first?
Oh, Deathloop?
Yes, Deathloop. Yeah, Deathloop. The use of the DualSense with Deathloop was really good as well. I thought the implementations were very, very good. So that's another honorable mention that I would have placed here as well. But outside of God of War being there for Returnal, I think everything else is on par.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to honorable mentions, I got to put Returnal second. Ratchet and Clank third, and then Horizon fourth on this list here, because Horizon did do a good job. But when I didn't go too crazy with it, but yeah, if I feel like if Returnal was good to you as far as the alternate fire and all that stuff with the triggers, Ratchet and Clank is also up there because you was doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Where you had 2 modes. With a shotgun and other weapons where you press down hard and it did an automatic pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah. God of War Ragnarok. Honestly, I can't really remember the DualSense being implemented like that in Ragnarok. Maybe it was
not at the level of Returnal or like
not in the level of these
or something. Like, yeah, no, not. I honestly, I would feel like the DualSense is kind of forgettable in that regard because like
I can't remember like what is it using. Like even when I'm thinking like, all right. When you hold back the Leviathan axe, I'm thinking like, did they use it there? I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I think the haptic feedback was more so present in Ragnarok than adaptive triggers.
Oh yeah, like the vibration. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
right.
The vibrations was more so present in Ragnarok, but still, I think Returnal embodied everything that the DualSense can do in its gameplay, down to the haptic feedback and up to the adaptive triggers.
Returnal was almost at the level of Astrobot because you felt the rain as you're playing. Like you feel the raindrops.
And you felt the terrain as well. You know,
Yeah.
like when you was walking through the different biomes and you felt like the terrain on your in your hands and all that through the vibrations and whatnot. It's kind of I'm actually kind of like blown away that Returnal didn't make it here. Like I'm gonna be honest, man. I actually think that's a shame because Returnal embodied DualSense so incredibly. It
agree.
should have definitely been there, 100%.
So they saying here best PlayStation 5. Persona, relax, man. Relax. Can I?
I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
Can I do my job, please? Relax, man.
I'm chilling.
You out here getting get it. You know what I'm saying? You getting all bubbly and all so easily straight. Relax, man. Can I get there? Can I get there, man?
Go ahead. You got it, brother. Go ahead. You got it. You got it.
This is what I got to deal with every week, guys. This is what I got to deal with. Best PlayStation indie game, Stray. Stray wins this one.
Yes, sir. Let's fucking go. Let's go, man. Where my Stray community at, man? Where the Stray cats at, man? Let's go. Let's go. What I tell y'all, man? My fault. Go ahead. My fault.
Nah, get your bars off, man. I mean, well deserved. Get your bars off because it was a great game. I can't argue. It was a great game.
Amazing game. Go ahead, bro. I ain't gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I mean, you said everything that you needed to say. Stray won it. This is community voted, so you know, I mean, this is how PlayStation.
So Stray won the best PS5 indie.
Yeah,
PS5 indie.
And here are the honorable mentions.
Wait, so who won again? It's Stray.
Yeah, Stray won. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Where my Stray community at? Yo, I'm sorry, guys. My fault.
Then we have Hades number 2, SIFU number 3, and Kana Bread Spirits number 4. Man, how you feel about the honorable mentions?
Where is Cult of the Lamb? How did that not make it? What?
We good on that one. We good on that one.
Yo, Cult. Yo, no. I know you ain't like it because I know why. I mean, you ain't playing what I get it.
Oh, I ain't played, so I can't.
Cult of the Lamb was incredible. Like that should have absolutely been in the indies, 100%. Like the fact that it wasn't there, L. But I agree with this list. Even though I didn't finish Hades, I'm gonna finish it at some point, especially before the second game comes out. I would have put Kana higher than Hades and SIFU. Kana Bridge of Spirits. I mean, let's keep it a stack here. Kana, I would say is up there with Stray as well. Like I feel like
I felt like Kana should have won. To be honest,
yeah, Kana, what they did, what Ember Labs did with Kana Bridge of Spirits as an indie studio, you got to show love to that, man. Like, yo, that is incredible, man. Like, I love that. So I definitely feel that they should have. Kana could have taken that, and I'd be like, yeah, 100%.
This is actually a tough list of indies here because these are like some of the. This is the cream of the crop here. This is like some of the best indies, to come out for PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead. What are you saying?
No, I was gonna say SIFU. I agree. Like this is such a tough list, just off the strength of Kana, SIFU, and Stray alone. If either 3 of these games would have took that number 1 spot, I'd have been cool with that because all 3 of these games resonate with me on such a high level. I'd have been cool with that.
Yeah, like me, I didn't complete Hades, but I got pretty far in Hades. I gotta put Kana up there, SIFU, Stray, then Hades, for my listing. But I'm not mad at this at all because I know Stray was a great game. Like I said, my hype level for Stray was not as like big as Personas, but when I played the game, you already know the conversation. I was like, yo. This game is fucking fantastic, bro.
Yo, facts. Yo, the stories what surprised me the most with Stray, where I was like, wow, like this is a really deep story. If I had to rearrange this list, I would say Kana first, then Stray, then SIFU, and then Hades.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be my list.
Like I said, you can go either or with
either or. It's very interchangeable. That list is very interchangeable.
Yo, shout out to Black Wifus, becoming a member, but also
Whoa. Did you just say black waifus?
Yeah. How you pronounce it?
Waifus.
Oh, waifu.
Black
That's how you
waifus. Yeah, waifus. Yeah, waifus.
I see
Waifus.
waifus are different. I see different spellings of waifus, but
Yeah.
okay. But nah, he gifted, or that person gifted 5 gifted memberships as well. So all the new WUPS members or WUPS Nation members, definitely spam the emotes. We see you guys and we appreciate the support for WUPS. Sorry about that, black waifus or waifu. Waifus. We got a super chat here from my man Daruham with a $4.99 iPhone user. He said, shout out to the dynamic duo of gaming. Yo, appreciate it, Daruham, man. Appreciate and black waifus with a $5 Android user. He said, listening for a minute. I appreciate you guys for multiple reasons. Keep doing you. See my man Jack Move in the chat. Jack Move said Hades, Kena, Stray, then SIFU. That's Jack Move. I know Jack Move loved the hell out of Hades.
Jack Move. I think he played it on PC too and played it on PlayStation. Jack Move definitely big hardcore with Hades. So I'm not surprised at that at all.
yo, Corell, don't snatch my my weeb card, man. Don't snatch my weeb card. You know what I mean? But let's move it along here because
then we got one more super chat from Josh Frank. He says $5 Canadian. So he says, shout out to Persona for giving me big tips on the PSVR 2 sweet spot. My mind is blown with this headset. Also, there is 3 PSVR 2 exclusives, GT7, RE8, and Horizon Call It a Mountain. Yo, Josh, appreciate you, bro. Yeah. And I'm glad you was able to find a sweet spot with the headset.
Oh, yeah. Once you find that sweet spot for your head, it's over. It's a wrap. Now, I mean, just crank that thing, tighten it up, and you're going to be good to go. But don't have the lens, don't have this part that's pushing on your head like that because you'll feel it. Space it out and you'll be good. You don't have to.
Yeah, and then it's got to sit diagonal. I got it right here. You got to sit it diagonally on your head. You feel me? So, for those that are like new to VR or thinking about getting it and whatnot, it's got to sit at the diagonal a little bit. So, I'm glad everybody's able to, get in and do what they do.
All right, Persona. Here's where we're going to get into the debate.
Best graphical showcase.
Best PlayStation 5 graphical showcase. God of War Ragnarok wins when it comes to the player's choice. How you feeling?
I love God of War Ragnarok with my heart and soul. This is one of my my favorite games of last year. I love this game. It is a beautiful game. But the fact that Horizon Forbidden West did not win this category, are you kidding me? What? Yo, gaming community.
Nation.
We need to
No. It's not the gaming community. It's the goddamn PlayStation Nation.
PlayStation Nation, we need to talk. So pull up a chair. Pull up a goddamn chair.
No craziness.
No. Horizon Forbidden West absolutely should have won this. Hands down. Should have won.
Hey, yo, listen, man. We might have to pack the PlayStation Nation up real quick because I understand God of War is a great game. I love the hell out of God of War Ragnarok. Don't get it twisted. It is a beautiful game. It's a graphical showpiece as well. But you are out your goddamn mind if you think this game looks better than Horizon Forbidden West. You are out your a full open world game on that graphical detail. You are out your goddamn mind. But let's look at the honorable mentions. We have here honorable mention. We have Horizon Forbidden West. We have The Last of Us Part 1. Oh, that's a good one. And Elden Ring. Yo, shout out to Stone
Elden
in the
Ring.
building.
Oh my God, man.
6 months of being a WUPS member. He said, drop in by to say hello. Is it me you're looking for? To the WUPS men, hello to the great chat. Happy Saturday. I added that part, Stone. I apologize.
Shout out to Stone in the building. Appreciate you, Stone, rocking out with us. That's the Stone, man.
But yeah, how you feel about the honorable mentions?
Elden Ring.
Listen, this is not just for the year. This is all over since the PlayStation 5. Talk to me, Persona, before I rant.
Okay, first of all, PlayStation Nation, let's cut it out. Okay, let's cut it out. Horizon Forbidden West is the best looking game to release this year. I would even argue the best looking game to release in the gaming history. Like, period. I have never seen, to this day, I've never seen a game look as good as Horizon Forbidden West. And I mean that. And I dare you to find a game that looks better than that. You won't.
Period.
So absolutely, Horizon Forbidden West should have won.
Yep, I agree with the chat.
I love Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. I platinum Elden Ring, and I'm going to play the Elden Ring DLC when it drops. I love Elden Ring. But Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was getting all of these developmental technological prowess awards and stuff. And this is an incredibly beautiful looking game. It almost looks like a movie. Like it's crazy how beautiful this game looks. So the fact that it's not there is crazy to me. Like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart should absolutely be in this list. Last of Us Part 1, it's a remake, so fine. It's beautiful as hell, so I'll let it stay.
That thing gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and I think God of War should have been moved down into the honorable mentions because God of War. Let's not. I mean, God of War Ragnarok is no ugly game at all. This is definitely a beautiful game, especially if you get to Vanaheim and you get to that forest section and you see all that vegetation and shit. It's gonna blow your mind. So absolutely, God of War is a beautiful game, so it belongs in this list. I just don't think it's the best looking in this list. If I had to number this, I would say Horizon Forbidden West would be number 1. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart would be number 2. Number 3 would be Last of Us Part 1, and then number 4 would be Ragnarok.
Yeah, all right, so I agree 100%. I personally feel like if you're looking at the best showcase for the graphical showcase for the PlayStation 5, it's an either or. Horizon Forbidden West or Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. You know what I mean? If you're looking at scale and detail when it comes to an open world game, then your number 1 is going to be Horizon Forbidden West. If you're just looking for a graphical punch, detail, animations, everything, ray tracing, probably one of the best ray tracing in showcases on a console, you're going Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. 100%. That game is gorgeous.
Ratchet and Clank blows a lot of these games out of the water as well. Like it's crazy how beautiful that game is and everything that it's doing on a PS5. It's crazy, bro. Like the animation, the facial expression, the detail. Ratchet and Clank is extremely crazy game.
So my list will be, just off the scale of the game, I gotta put Horizon, because I don't think that's an easy feat to have an open world that detailed and that beautiful. You know what I mean?
And running at 1440p or higher resolution at above 60 frames per second.
Yeah, like that. I don't know what type of magic that they are doing over there at Guerrilla. That is wild to me. You know what I mean?
It's that Decima engine, boy. That Decima engine is God tier.
We have seen games on an open world scale look beautiful. But I'm talking about when you think about everything that Horizon is doing, the animations for all of the machines, these things are just running within the world like that. There's no loading. You know what I mean? It's just like tip top shape all the goddamn time. That's the only reason why I'm putting Horizon there. Ratchet and Clank, definitely close second. I'm like it's like right here, close second. Now we get to the nitty-gritty stuff. I think God of War looks amazing. But really and truly, I will put Demon Souls 3rd and then God of War Ragnarok 4th. Demon Souls, I was mind blown when I saw that game. Even Last of Us, it could be interchangeable between Last of Us and God of War, the last one. This is the crazy conversation that you have with PlayStation, because I'm not even saying that none of these games look bad. It's just like, obviously there's stuff that looks better. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's interchangeable with that. But yeah, I think Demon Souls is getting slighted because that game is a launch game looking amazing, and it still looks better than a lot of games that's coming out today. You know what I mean? As far as when it comes to this list here, how would I rate it? I would rate it Horizon number 1, God of War or Last of Us number 2. But yeah, I'll put God of War 2, Last of Us, because God of War does have a lot of particle effects, has a lot of semi-open world kind of thing going on for it. So yeah, for them to keep up that graphical detail with all the things that's going in combat,
Hey, yo, that graphical detail for Last of Us is crazy though too, bro.
Yeah,
that
Last of Us
detail is crazy,
bro. The upgrade that they have done for the remaster is just phenomenal. You know what I mean? And we want to see more of that for sure, especially when it comes to Last of Us Part 2. And then Elden Ring is the last one. Honestly, I think Elden Ring is a good looking game. I know a lot of people slight it, but it's not no graphical showcase. Let's cut the bullshit with that. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna speak on it anymore because I don't want to trigger the Elden Ring fans. But y'all know. Elden Ring fans, y'all know that shit shouldn't be up there. That's just a popularity thing. Why it's up there. And then best PlayStation 5 game, God of War, Ragnarok. Then we have honorable mentions, Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Talk to me, Persona.
God of War belongs in first, I think. I think Horizon Forbidden West should be bumped up. And then I think Ghost of Tsushima should be bumped up. Because I love that story. And then Elden Ring last.
I'm in agreement with you as far as the order of the list. And we're not even gonna go any deep because we got a lot of news that we're gonna get into.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are the player's choice results. We did announce this as far as you guys can vote. Hopefully you did vote and let your voice be heard within that. All right, let's do a quick little news before we get into Final Fantasy 16 Persona. Just want to say here that Obsidian, they are finally doing a PS5 version for the Outer Worlds. It's going to be called the Outer Worlds Spacers Choice Edition for the PlayStation 5, and it's out in March. So they're going to be, having visual enhancements, DualSense controller haptics, and adaptive triggers, and things of the sort. How do you feel? Oh, I gotta enter my birthday. God damn, I'm not logged in. I'm not even gonna do that. But let's do a look at the picture. How you feel about them finally implementing a PlayStation 5 update after almost 3 years?
I mean, I don't really care about this game too much. So, even if they never did this, I wouldn't have cared either way. But for the people who are, interested in this and happy for this, shout out to them. I don't care personally. But
yeah,
I think it is interesting that, it's taken 3 years. Especially, aren't they owned by Microsoft?
Yes.
Okay. That's what's up. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, so the upgrade is a $10 upgrade too.
$10.
if I'm looking at it right, it said to enable the upgrade purchasing option, you must own the following: you must own the base game, or you own the Peril of Gorgon, or the Murder of Eridanos. So these are like the expansions, and you'll get a discounted price to $10. So my whole thing on this is that I think it's great that developers are upgrading for the PlayStation 5, but this game specifically doesn't tickle my fancies, and it kind of upsets me a little bit because when the second one was announced, it's being announced for Xbox exclusive. So you're updating a game for PlayStation 5 that you won't get a second version of the game for the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? According to what I'm seeing, you know what I mean? Obviously things can change, but And the fact that it's coming from now that Microsoft owns this company, you know what I mean? You would think that they're against the whole, $10 upgrade, what have you seen in the past. But I'm not gonna divulge into that. We'll definitely holler at this topic on our personal channels. A little get a little digging in there, you know what I mean? But it's great for people that enjoy this game. Now you're finally getting.
Bari, what about the families that can't afford this? That are struggling.
Oh man.
That can't. They can't afford the $10 upgrade.
Don't stop.
Let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. My fault. That's from When Persona Speaks, not What's Up PlayStation. I'm sorry. Like, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. I'm sorry.
You stop.
I'm sorry.
You knock it off right now.
I'm sorry.
You
I
knock it off.
shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. I'm sorry.
Only you knock it off. Okay. You knock it off. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%.
But
we'll save that for another show.
Yeah, we'll say that for another show. Let's get into the Final Fantasy 16, man.
Yes, sir. I've been chomping at the bit, Bari. I've been chomping at the goddamn bit. Yes, sir.
We are finally here, guys. We are getting into some Final Fantasy 16, and let me tell you guys, there is a lot to talk about here. So bear with us as I set things up. But Persona, let's talk about the previews, man. What was your thoughts on watching some of the gameplay that you are seeing here with the previews?
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the facial expressions that I made whenever I was first watched the bunch of gameplay that they showed and whatnot, right? So these were the facial expressions that I made, guys. Yo! Oh my god! Yo! Ah! Incredible! I was like, the whole time, the entire time. You understand? I was speechless because the game looks incredible. It looks so beautiful. It looks incredible.
Do you want to play a classic?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, go play the classic. Play the classic. Play the classic. Go ahead. Play it.
All right. We gonna play a classic real quick, guys. Man. Here we go. Y'all ready? I don't think they're ready for Sony. This is like almost 3 years ago.
Yeah, this was 3 years ago, man. We was hyped, man. Go ahead, play it for him.
I'll kill you.
No!
If it's the last thing I do.
He's 16!
Oh my god! Yeah!
PlayStation exclusive! Oh my
god! That was pretty much us as we saw the first trailer of Final Fantasy 16. So you guys saw the visuals as far as what we was doing. Persona was worried about, yo, PlayStation Robin. That boy was cooking, man. Oh, Persona, are you there? He froze up a little bit. He'll get back to us. I think he killed his mic. His excitement killed it. But we're getting into all of the excitement for Final Fantasy 16 and all of the goodies as far as like what is being spoken about when it comes to this game. So let's go over a few things as far as like, updates and things like that that's going on with the game. So let me pull up my phone as we get Persona back. I know he's going to come back soon. So first and foremost, first and foremost, guys, Final Fantasy 16 will not be seeing any delays when it comes to this game. So the release date is going to be June 22nd. And according to Yoshi P, we're not seeing any more delays with the game. They're on the final hurdles, and they're going to definitely lock in and zone in when it comes to it. Unless a meteor comes and destroy the headquarters, is pretty much what he's saying. The game, according to the Famitsu and the Dengeki interviews, the main story is about 35 hours long, with 11 hours of cutscenes itself, not including the battle cinematic scenes. So yeah, 35 hours long. If you want to do main story and side quests, they said about 80 hours long, 70 to 80 hours long. And the next major information drop will come in April, where it's going to be focusing on side quests, shops, hunts, and crafting. So they're going to be delivering a lot of news. So we got like a month to go before we can get some of the stuff. I know Persona's trying to turn his mic back on. Persona, can you hear us? Yo, his hype went crazy, bruh. His hype went crazy. Yo, he went too crazy. He went too crazy, bro. Another thing that they're saying here, Persona, can you hear me? We'll get him in. Discord, I guess, having some issues. Another thing that they're saying here, according to the developers, this is a quote from Ryoto Suzuki. He's pretty much the director of the combat. He's the Devil May Cry 5 director of the lead combat director. He's saying if we didn't have the memory that the PlayStation 5 has, and also the transfer speed the SSD the PlayStation 5 has, it would still be in development now. So they're pretty much saying the fact that they can focus in on the PlayStation 5 and harness all of the abilities and powers of the PlayStation 5, well, I said powers, the capabilities that the PlayStation 5 has to offer, they are the game is going to come out when they want it to come out. It wouldn't have it will still be in development if it was being developed, probably on PlayStation 4 or anything else, according to them. You know what I mean? Also, they spoke about some of the time exclusivity stuff here from Yoshi P. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let me leave this thing and come back in. Let's fix this thing and get Persona in here. All right. So let me close that out. All right, then join in. Persona, can you hear me? Yo, Persona, can you hear me? Oh no, he still can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Oh, he said he's restarting. Are we good? Can you guys hear me? Nah, I was just testing everything. Can you guys see me clearly? Can you see everything? Okay, I think Discord is having the issue, or Persona hype went crazy. So he's he's reconnecting. He'll be here. He'll be here. So another thing that they were saying here when it comes to the development or the time exclusivity, they're saying here that they went with PlayStation because they can fully they can fully pretty much express themselves as far as the development of the game. Whatever visions that they have, they can do that with the PlayStation 5. Also, that when it comes to PC, because PC was a big topic of hand when it came to this game. Everybody's wondering, where's the PC version or when the PC version was coming. He pretty much said that they are not able to deliver a PC optimized PlayStation PC version within 6 months. So when with the last trailer, the Revenge trailer, a lot of people saw the whole December 31st, 2023. And a lot of people was left to assume that the game was going to be coming out around that time or a little bit after. But he's saying here that it's quite impossible to deliver an optimized PC version within that time frame. So if you're expecting a PC version, you got to wait a little bit longer because they want to fully optimize it for all the hardware and all that stuff for PC. So you just got to wait a little bit longer, most likely probably a year. I'm assuming probably like a year when it comes to the PC version. Still can't hear him. I know oh, there you go.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck happened, man.
Did you pop your mic or your camera?
Yo, man, listen.
He's like, yo!
Hey, yo, I don't know what the hell happened, man. Like the Discord was saying reconnecting, and there was this big issue with that, man. So I don't know. I just restarted the whole computer, and we good now. I don't know what happened, but we back, guys. We back. I think the hype was too much, and Discord couldn't handle it.
Yo, cause it froze your mic. You was like on a smiling thing, and then it was like, yo, is he still there?
Yeah, everything else was working, but that.
Okay,
but we good though.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that
where we at?
Where we
at? Conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good to go. You're good to go.
Okay.
I was given like a general gist of the things that I was saying in a lot of interviews as far as like the time, the length of the game, 35 hours for the main game, and to the main game and all the side missions like 70 to 80 hours according to developers. Also was talking about the PlayStation 5 and the capabilities where they said that they will still be in development now if it wasn't for the PlayStation 5 and its SSD and its transfer speed and things like that.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy too, man, because I was saying this on Twitter the other day where I said, I love, when you look at PlayStation's partnerships, they do go above and beyond when it comes to trying to make sure that the games that are being made, that the games that are being made are giving that PlayStation fragrance, that quality. You get what I'm saying? And so I love the fact that Yoshi P also said, like, look, when it comes to the PS5, their developers came and helped us understand the technical aspect of the PS5 so that we could get the most out of the console. That's huge. Because especially with PlayStation, if my name is being attached to something, I'm gonna damn sure make sure that it's a good product. That it exudes that quality that is known from PlayStation. So I'm glad that PlayStation was helping with the development of this game. I think it's great.
Yo, yeah, the fact that you said that too, PlayStation actually sent out developers from their studios to, help them with the game as well.
Yep.
That was one thing that they highlighted and mentioned.
Yep.
But yeah, also the next major information drop is going to be in April. So April, they're going to be focusing on side missions or side quests, the shops, the hunts, and crafting in the game. A lot of people like to focus on the game, saying that it's Devil May Cry skin, just the Final Fantasy world. But no, yes, there's a lot of Devil May Cry implementations here because the combat director obviously is doing the combat here in this game, but it's still very much an RPG game and a Final Fantasy RPG game. Having the side quests, the shops, hunts, crafting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that definitely made my ears perk up a bit, that crafting, because crafting your armor and stuff like that, if that stuff is going to be in the game, they're really going all out. And we're talking about Yoshi P here, who's made Final Fantasy 14, where there's a lot of crafting in 14. So I do definitely think he's going to be bringing a lot of those aspects into 16 to really make it that true RPG format and formula that we know that we love when it comes to these types of games.
Yeah, 100%, man. And also, they're saying that there's going to be a demo being planned for the game where they're shooting for probably a couple of weeks before the game is actually released, and your save data will be transferable to the final main game. Also, just to go on the PC things again, shout out to my man Genki. Or Genki was hard at work with the Final Fantasy 16 news because he does a lot of the translations and things like that. Here's a translation from Genki here regarding the PC version of Final Fantasy 16. During the broadcast, your comments became a topic of discussion. Please, can you tell us again? So Yoshi P answers that firstly, Final Fantasy 16 is due to the time exclusivity contract with pretty much Sony. We cannot release other platforms versions until 6 months after the PlayStation 5 version's release. I suspect many people probably don't know why we enter such contracts. For the player's perspective, I think blah blah blah. But you should have said, of course, I think there is also that kind of intention on the hardware manufacturer's part. However, from our viewpoint, the technical support we receive from the hardware manufacturer is a big factor on signing such contracts. So that thus further goes along with PlayStation sending support to help with the game and furthering, development and stuff like that. This time, there was such a portion where we were developing together with SIE engineers who know the hardware thoroughly down to the core, and we received generous support in optimizations that we could not manage on our own, so on. What's your thoughts on that, Persona, man?
PlayStation Nation. PlayStation know what they do. With you. Listen, man. I mean, I'm glad, again, it goes back to what I was saying. I'm glad that he's saying this because this is just giving further confirmation to, the types of things that PlayStation is doing to make sure that developers are able to get their game across the finish line if they're partnering with PlayStation. PlayStation, if something's being made exclusively on a PS5, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to make sure that and PlayStation, and this is the thing, PlayStation is known for this. I remember with the Ember Labs devs, PlayStation took the initiative to send them PS5 dev kits out the blue so that they could develop for the console and do all these other things and provide support there. And we hear a lot of stories of developers getting help from PlayStation, albeit AAA or indie, to make sure that they can get their game across the finish line. That stuff is great.
Yeah, we definitely hear that a lot, man. It's like a common thing now that PlayStation does with it's the games or with its partners. And we're going to be tackling that a little bit more too. But go ahead.
Yeah. My thoughts on the whole demo, and this is me being selfish, guys. I understand why his thought process behind not putting a demo out earlier than the 2 weeks prior to launch, because he said it himself. He doesn't want the hype to die down. He want to keep the hype from like playing the demo, going straight into the release of the game. So I understand the thought process and the business side of doing that. But the selfish side of me is just like, I want to play this game right now, even if it is a small little snippet, of me just, playing through a combat scene. I want that. I want that now.
Yeah, and also if you guys missed any of all the demos that a lot of influencers or websites got privy to play or just to watch, you can definitely check it out here on the Gamatsu website. Pretty much they got everything that everybody have played here, or you can check out one of your favorite YouTubers that got a chance to play the game. Like shout out to Blitz. I know Blitz got to he put up like a good almost hour gameplay, but it's roughly everything is here that they're showcasing. Just somebody else is differently playing it. But let's talk about some of the demo aspects, man. I don't really want to show the demo stuff here. I don't want to get WUPS get copyrighted and the stream get shut down or whatnot. But there's a lot of things going on there, man. Combat wise, man. How do you feel about the whole turn to action? There's a lot of debate going on when it comes to this game as far as action and turn-based. Final Fantasy games should be turn-based and not action. What's your thoughts? What's your feelings when it comes to that stuff, Persona? Are you muted?
Thanks. In layman's terms, don't buy the game. In layman's terms, don't buy the fucking game. Straight up. Like I don't care how you feel. I don't care what your memory is of this game or that game. I don't care. Don't buy the game and move on with your life. That's how I feel in layman's terms. Now, if we want to dig deeper into this, I said this in the space that you held, Bari. Final Fantasy is a mainline game. This is a very popular franchise that has made some of the biggest, made the most money for Square, or some of the most money for Square through Square's life. I think that when it comes to being innovative, being refreshing, appealing to a bigger audience, you have to be willing to change, right? We say that we want these games, we want games to take risk. We want developers to be creative. We want developers to, make things that are refreshing. For a franchise like Final Fantasy, a refreshment would be a change in combat, a change in storytelling, a change in the gore and the lore of the game, right? This is a mature rated Final Fantasy title, right? So I think when you're trying to appeal to a much larger audience than the niche that Final Fantasy has, especially in the turn-based department, you have to be willing to make those changes to appeal to that audience. And this is something that Yoshi P has talked about in prior interviews, where he said, we understand that our hardcore crowd or our faithful fans want something that's more so traditional to this, but in order for us to appeal to everyone or appeal to a larger audience or get more eyes on the game and the franchise, we need to create something that's a little bit more action-based that we know would resonate with more people. I get that. I think if it's executed properly, which is what it's looking like with Final Fantasy 16, then I think that's a great step in the right direction. I got to be honest with you, man. And obviously we haven't played the game yet. So, obviously this is still just, we still need to get our experiences. But Final Fantasy 16 is looking like a game of the year contender already. And we haven't even touched the game yet. And it's already looking that strong. I think the public appeal with this game, kind of like with Elden Ring went open world and everybody and their mama playing the game. Is that 20 million sold? Do you think it would have still did that if it was more traditional to how the other Dark Souls games were? I don't think so. One of the biggest selling points and one of the biggest things that got a lot of eyes on this game with Elden Ring was the fact that it was going open world. And look at the success. Yoshi P is on this game. We got the DMC combat guys on this game. And if it's being executed properly, this is going to be a success. And I got to be honest, it looks like this is looking like a success to me.
Yeah, like I said, they're going action with the game, but they are fully making sure that all the action portions of the game, the combat is very fleshed out. You have one of the best, pretty much you can call him probably one of the kings of like action games when it comes to hack and slash and things like that. Ryoto Suzuki, from DMC, Devil May Cry, being the lead combat director on this game. We see the, inspirations and stuff like that from, DMC in the game, but also you're not losing the essence of Final Fantasy within the game. This is a Final Fantasy game, regardless if it's action or not. It's still going to have those tropes. It's still going to have those mechanics. It's still going to have, things that they're going to be talking about in April, the crafting, the shops, the things like that. So I understand. I could get people's, disagreements as far as where they're going with the combat if you're a tried and true Final Fantasy fan. But Final Fantasy always had switched up the combat, whether it's turn-based, they have different implementations on how they do combat, and some of those implementations would that we will see if we like that Final Fantasy game or not. Whether it's like from 7 to 8 to 9 to 10, we all rate those games differently due to, certain combats, turn-based. But at the end of the day, I get the mass appeal that they want to get to. It definitely delivered with 15, because that game sold well for a Final Fantasy game. But the execution in certain aspects when it comes to action could have been better. That's why you bring somebody like this on, Ryoto Suzuki. Now, the things that you want to improve upon, you have somebody that's pretty much, top tier when it comes to that, being a part of the game. And now you're just going to mesh all of them together, which we're seeing here in the trailers, we're seeing here in the gameplay. And from my point of view, it looks great. It looks amazing. I'm all for the changes as long as the implementations are great and you don't lose the core essence of what you are. You know what I mean? Because many people, we all play action games. We all play, turn-based games. We can switch whether or not, and we all have our decisions.
This is the new trailer that we're showing?
No, this is Revenge. This is the Revenge trailer. This is the newest one. The last one before all these previews.
Okay.
But yeah, man, at the end of the day, I'm all for it. The game looks amazing. It looks great. The combat portions look amazing. It looks like it's gonna be a fun game. They said the game is gonna have like a high ceiling curve. So yeah, beginning players or gamers can get into it and have fun. But also, if you're looking for that in-depth combat, you're gonna also get that as well. And that's what I'm all for, man. I'm all for that. So I at the end of the day, I agree with Persona, man. If you're not feeling the action, even though you haven't played it yet, there's a demo coming, then know about the game. There's many other Square Enix games that's out there that is turn-based that you guys happily ignore. You know what I'm saying? These are turn-based games, and you have to sit down and think however you guys want to, do it. And you guys happily ignore those games left and right.
You know what it is too, though, man. I would understand what a lot of the turn-based only guys are saying if it didn't look like they were executing the action here properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything that I'm seeing with this combat, especially with how they're incorporating the summons into not just the story, but into combat like this to make it feel different from other action RPGs with the icons and whatnot. I really truly do feel like this is on the right track, man. And honestly, this is the future of Final Fantasy 16. And again, Yoshi P has said this himself. He hopes that this Final Fantasy 16 not only brings Final Fantasy back in a positive light, because obviously we know 15 was terrible. Like, it wasn't that great. It had cool combat. Noctis was a cool character, but there was a lot of missteps there. He hopes that this entry in the series brings not just, bring the series back into a positive light in that regard, but also inspires the next Final Fantasy game from this one. You get what I'm saying? I gotta be honest with you, man.
He wants to bring in the older core Final Fantasy fans back, because he understood with prior games it probably left a bad taste in people's mouth. So he wants to bring that, like I said, the essence of Final Fantasy back in there, and I feel like they're gonna nail that here, man. A lot of people praise Yoshi P when it comes to Final Fantasy 14. You know what I mean? Bringing that essence back, great storytelling. People having fun and engaging combat within the game. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to this game. You know what I mean? Yes, it's something different. It's action based, but I don't think this is no scrub developer. Not to be disrespectful, but this is a guy that knows what he's doing, knows how to tell great stories, know how to pretty much please the crowd as far as the people that are looking forward to a Final Fantasy game.
And really and truly, we haven't had a traditional mainline FF game be turn-based since 10. So you've been mad since 10?
Yeah, well, I look at 13 as a turn-based game. The combat is much faster, and you switching and going. You're doing a lot more like prompts and things like that. But
that's not turn-based. That's not turn-based.
12 is like an MMO. That's an introduction to like an MMO. Type combat.
These dudes been mad for 10 plus years, Bari.
Crazy.
We'll see Kelp. Respectfully.
But yeah, you already know we are hella excited for this game, man.
Absolutely.
Edition on deck.
Absolutely.
Digital Deluxe Edition on deck.
Absolutely.
Best Buy a steel book version of whatever is on deck.
Actually, no, remember, we get that one as well. We get, If you order a collector's edition, you get both of those
Oh,
steelbooks
okay.
as well.
But Best Buy be. Oh yeah, you do. You're right. 'Cause Best Buy be having some exclusive steelbooks that look. I mean, look kind of
Bro,
saucy.
I double dipped on this game, something crazy, bro. Like I'm ready for this, man, because I'm gonna want to play this game at midnight on the 22nd, and the 22nd of June, from that whole week all the way into that next following week. Don't bother me, man.
But the thing is, Thrash, I agree with you. Like, I love turn-based games. Shit, I'm playing one right now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they are releasing the pixel remasters as well, where you're gonna have all the first 6 games of Final Fantasy there at your disposal to play. You know what I mean? I understand it's not the new stuff, but hey, you are getting a turn-based that's getting remastered and touched up. You know what I mean? But yeah, any other words for Final Fantasy 16 Persona? But we're gonna come back to this, guys. I know you guys are probably looking at like, why are you not talking about the thing that he said?
That's the topic,
portion.
and that's
Topic
gonna be a
portion.
much deeper conversation. So we'll definitely talk about that later in the show. No, I don't got nothing else from this. I'm hyped, man. Like my hype for this game is through the roof.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here. So shout out to Genki, shout out to Audrey, that been putting out a whole bunch of information when it comes to this game and the interviews that they had recently. You know what I mean? Also all the influencers and content creators that have been playing the game. I think you guys have done a great job showcasing the game as well. You know what I mean? So big marketing push from Square Enix with that. And speaking of Square Enix, we're going to talk about this here before we get into the CEO or the president. Let's talk about some Forspoken and Luminous Productions. Did I not put that in here?
I don't think you put the link to it in there, no.
Shucks. Anyway, I got it pulled up here.
Yeah, just go to Luminous Twitter.
So Luminous Productions put out a tweet early this week where they're pretty much saying that they are fully merged within Square Enix, quote. So Square Enix, if you guys don't know, they have like a bunch of divisions within their development studios. So they will have Division 1, that makes the main Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, type games, where then they have like Division 2, Division 3, I know makes like the Mana series and things like that. And there's pretty much 4 divisions, but within the 4 divisions, they also have like different sectors or private subsidiaries sectors, where Luminous Productions was one of those private like subsidiaries. I keep messing up. Subsidiary development studios. So here they're having an update for everyone. So update from Luminous Productions. You may have heard the news that Luminous Productions is merging with Square Enix beginning May 1st. Our talented team will join Square Enix to deliver new innovative game experience for players across the globe. So if you guys don't live under a rock, or you guys pay attention to any of Square Enix, like presentations or earning quotes and things like that, you already knew that they're overhauling a lot of things, where they're merging a lot of these divisions within each other. And a lot of that is to push the remakes or the remasters of their older games. This is something that has been implemented and been said for quite a while now. So when I saw this news, I was, everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Because the game failed and this and that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you don't pay attention to Square Enix. But let's continue. Between now and then, we remain entirely focused on Forspoken, because that's one of the pushes of Persona. The reason why they get merged is because Forspoken has failed. We're currently working on the previously announced patch to address the overall game performance. We'll deliver an update soon, and the DLC in Tanta We Trust, We Trust, is on track to release this summer. Thank you again for your patience and support. We established Luminous Productions in 2018, very short time for a studio. Our vision was to make AAA games to fuse technology and artistry to deliver completely new experiences. Having the chance to do that has been a dream come true. We appreciate you taking this journey with us and look forward to continue to create new entertainment experiences as part of Square Enix family. Sincerely, Luminous Productions team. What's your thoughts when you read that?
My thoughts are that they failed. Even though I had never played the game, I don't know if I have my gaming politician voice. I still have to set all that up.
It deleted all that for you.
Yeah, deleted all that. Let me see. Test. Nah, I don't got it. I gotta set it up.
Yo, Bird. Hey, trust me, ain't nobody whoop me in that tweet. Cause everybody's the same baseless. Like I said, a lot of people don't pay attention to earning reports. This is not new news.
Yeah, I really and truly, I didn't think when I saw this, I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, they failed at Forspoken. Forspoken charted everywhere, in all regions. It was in top 10. So I don't think that's the case. I personally feel that Square Enix is just trying to pull everybody in under one umbrella. Get everybody all on the same accord, man. Especially they got a brand new president that's coming around. There's some changes that's definitely going to be happening. This could be one of those things.
Yeah, I mean, they already highlighted that stuff when it came to like changes, because a lot of the push, as you've seen here, is these remaster games, these remakes. You know what I mean? Rumors you having Final Fantasy IX remake. You're going to be having the Dragon Quest stuff being remade, or Pixel remasters, the Pixel remasters with Final Fantasy. A lot of the push is to bring those games again. And this is stuff that they highlighted in prior earnings calls and reports with Square Enix. And, I'm not saying that Forspoken was a big hit or a huge hit. Obviously, from a critical perspective, when it comes to reviews, it did not pan out well for Luminous Productions. And that's mainly tied to Western websites, I mean, like over here or Europe. When it comes to the Japanese websites with Famitsu, it was rated very, very high. I think it was like a 37 or something out of 40 when it comes to the game. Also, like you said, I don't understand how people are calling this game a flop. Let's take your hate from the game outside of it. I was a game of flop when it debuted. It charted top 10 on every scale, on every metric. MPDs, it was number 7. On the PlayStation Store, the digital storefront, it was in the top 10. I forgot where it was placed. I think it was like 5 or something. On the UK or European scale, it was top 10. On the Japanese metrics, it was top 10 as well. Everybody was saying that this game was going to be a failure, but got proven wrong, that it was on top 10 of everybody's metrics as far as like, the sales department. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it a failure now, because it proves you guys all wrong. You know what I mean? As far as the people that hate on the game. So I don't look at this news as bad news, because this is the restructuring that Square Enix has been announcing for quite a while. And the fact that they are being brought in the main Square Enix team, I don't look at it, because it makes perfect sense. The main Square Enix team is doing what? Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy 16, rumored Final Fantasy IX remake. We're seeing these remakes and stuff. They need more people to do it. I don't think here they're not saying that they're not going to be making whatever game that they have in the future, but now it's not just going to be a part of Luminous by itself as a studio. It's just going to be Square Enix. You're still not missing out on anything, because you are a part of Square Enix in the first place. You get what I'm saying?
Can I rant for a second, Bari?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it's not even about Luminous. I want to talk about Forspoken for a second, if that's okay.
Yep.
It's really strange to see so many people jump on a Forspoken bandwagon of hate without having played the game. And we've been seeing a lot of this happen. And, Bari, we've been seeing this for years with tons of games. But, Forspoken, it's one of those things where you have not played the game, you don't know about the game, and a lot of reviewers have gone on record of saying, not with Forspoken, I'm just speaking in general here, that they don't finish games that they review. You've got people in the community who are actually played the game tell you the game is great. It's a fun game. Does it have its issues? Absolutely.
Or people that hated on the game when they finally played it, they're saying that, yo, this game's pretty good.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And my issue is that you got a lot of people in this community that are trying to shit on Forspoken without having played the game. That's my issue. If you played the game, and I'm not talking about the beta or the demo, I'm talking about the actual game. Because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, that demo actually does not do the full game any type of justice at all. I would argue that the demo actually hurts the game more than it actually helps it, because that vertical slice is so far out from what you're actually doing in the actual game that it hurts it to a degree, in my opinion. Playing the actual game and start from the start and getting all the powers, understanding Frey's story, and going through everything and then really truly traversing the world and moving around and stuff like that, getting all the powers. Yo, this game is phenomenal, man. I love this game. Gameplay wise, there are very few games that are going to touch this game gameplay wise this year. I'm telling you that right now, for me personally. But I do think that the hate train that Forspoken is getting, definitely, I don't think is warranted. I beat the game. I platinumed the game. I put about 80, 90 hours into this game. It is a great game. Does it have its problems? Absolutely, yes. Is it a 60 Metacritic type of problem for me personally? Absolutely not. This game is floating around an 8.5 for me. But this is what we're seeing in the community. You're seeing a ton of people shit on the game and haven't played it. And this keeps happening. And people keep listening to these people.
Yo, they hate for it is mad strong too. Like, yo, like what is
but
the game
it doesn't make
to?
sense though. But it doesn't make sense for the hate to be this strong. Why do you hate this game that much? What's the problem? If you dislike the game because, oh yeah, it's not my cup of tea or whatever, okay, fine. Keep it pushing. No, people are making entire videos, entire content about this game and don't know nothing about the game. They're telling you that Luminous Productions failed because of Forspoken, but have no experience with the game. What? Is this where we are in the gaming community? Is this where we are with gaming?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've said this before and I'll say it now. Experiences outweigh opinions always and forever. I do not care who it is. Experiences outweigh opinions. And in terms of Luminous, the productions being consolidated, that's business. They're owned by Square. Square is changing presidents. This is business moves. But then again, a lot of people don't know about that either. Let me not go there. That's a conversation for one person.
Yeah, because this is something that Square has been doing. Like I said, this is a part of their medium-term business strategy. So it's about 3 to 5 years business strategy as far as them pumping out remakes, remaster, HD, AAA type games. So yeah, Luminous is going to be a part of that. You know what I mean? With that, whatever they're pushing. That doesn't mean that they're going to be doing support work forever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see that as a bad thing, because even when it comes to PlayStation Studios, PlayStation sends studios all over the place to help them with their own games. You know what I mean? Are they support studios? No, but it's a part of what they do, the internal development. You know what I mean? The Final Fantasy VII Remake has definitely changed a lot for Square Enix, because the fact that at first it wasn't an internal developed game. They was outsourcing it. And it was like, no, you're not doing a good job. We're going to eternally make this game in our internal studios. And it boded well for them. And that's why they're restructuring a lot of stuff. And if it was such a failure, we already seen examples of what Square Enix would do when it comes to things that they don't see deemed as a success or deemed as a failure, where they would sell off that division, those developers. We've seen that with Crystal Dynamics, with Montreal and all that stuff, where they didn't want those, whatever the studios was doing to be in the red looking on their overall financials. So they sold them off. You know what I mean? So if this was such a bad thing, or these developers suck, or they need that, they wouldn't have sold them off. Obviously, they're seeing some talent within them. And Luminous only have done 2 games. One of them is a huge success. 15, how we feel about it on a personal level, it sold well and it reviewed well.
Yep. That's a great point.
You know what I mean? It reviewed well. 15 was like a 80 something Metacritic. I personally didn't like 15 like that. Combat I thought was cool. Side missions and hunts I thought was cool, but the story is what I played Final Fantasy for. I didn't think it was well done. For Spoken, different story. I think the gameplay is great. I think the story is great. You know what I mean? They have some things that they got to work on, which they announced that they're going to have a patch for like performance and visuals, and they have a DLC coming. We haven't got no sale numbers yet, but we can see that the game has charted for a game that people hated, for a game that had so much negative connotations going into it. Still charted top 10. I'm having back and forth with people. I was like, yo, you thought the game was going to fail before it came out. It didn't. It charted. It was like, oh, wait till February. Now I got to wait till February. You know how many games have charted on NPDs or whatnot? Then the next month is not there, but you guys still consider those games successes. And the game came out late January, bro.
Yo, Bari, I knew that this game didn't stand a chance with this community when people were using 15-second clips of dialogue to tell you that the game was terrible without having played the full game. Especially playing the full game and getting to those scenes, I'm like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Once I saw that, I said, okay, I know what time it is. I know what people are trying to do here.
Yep. But one thing you alluded to and said when it came to Square Enix is that they are changing presidents and representative directors. Whereas Yosuke Masuda, he is they're saying that he's leaving. He will no longer be the president of Square Enix, and the role will be succeeded by Takashi Kiru. So I never heard of Takashi before. I know Masuda for years. Some of the decisions that Masuda had made, was questionable with the whole NFT stuff. I don't like that direction. I mean, I rather Square, focus on what they're known for and what they're good for. But I get why they would go, the blockchains avenues and all that stuff. Especially with all of the beloved characters that they have. But it was still just weird seeing it from Square. But yeah, this is being the change in leadership I think it's happening soon. Right now it's pending. So like around May. I was about to say that like around May or probably like late April, you'll see the positions transfer over. But yeah, we're not going to divulge too much into that. But yeah, I don't think that's bad news. Whether you think it is or not, let us know in the chat.
It's a changing of the guard, man. Let's see what happens. It's the same thing with how people thought, when Sean Layden was leaving and Jim Ryan was taking over, they were worried about that. And look at the success of PlayStation. Shout out to Sean Layden, though. That's our boy.
Yo, so shout out to PlayStation. This is something that we were speaking about earlier, Persona, where PlayStation is saying. And shout out to is it her name Shawnee or is it Sean Benson? She is saying is that Sony's third-party plan is to make PlayStation the best place to play. Now we already seen that stuff when it comes to their third-party games or partnerships where they're going all out when it comes to helping these developers. Final Fantasy 16. We're seeing some of this stuff with VR. A lot of PC VR games are being pushed onto PlayStation. And some people that experience it on both, they're saying like the PlayStation version is definitely where to go when it comes to VR 2. And also with PC as well. With Returnal. Not Returnal is the first party, but I don't know what they mean with PC, but we'll divulge into that. But what's your thoughts, man? And I think her name is Shawnee, though, how you pronounce it. But she's on Twitter.
I think it's yeah. Go ahead.
She's on Twitter, and she's really cool. She's very low key, but she's pretty cool on Twitter. Where, yeah, I like this focus. You know, when it comes to third party and the partnerships that PlayStation has been doing. I think they've been spot on when it comes to their third party partnerships and what games they're marketing and what games they're pushing on the console. But what's your thoughts on what we're seeing here?
Yeah, we started seeing a lot of this last generation with the PlayStation 4, where PlayStation 4 was beginning to align themselves with brands and game franchises that resonated with a larger audience that they could reach outside of PlayStation. A good example of this is Call of Duty, right? When they locked that deal down and you know, they made that kind of like, you know, Call of Duty, the home of PlayStation type of thing, you know, like the shooters.
Or Hogwarts.
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 Meet me at Hogsmeade.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy and a lot of these other bigger games that they kind of align themselves with. But even some new titles, you know, one of the things that I've said before about the PlayStation executives and leadership is that who they have currently right now that are fielding these games and really looking at a lot of these developers and studios to see who to align themselves with, they truly do have the foresight. You know, when it comes from a third party perspective, shout out to Shawnee and what she's doing and what the teams is doing to kind of align themselves with the bigger AAA third party games. But also, shout out to Shuhei Yoshida, man, who is also kind of the head of their indie department and has been aligning PlayStation with a lot of great indies that really do appeal to a large audience of people. Or let me not say large, a varied audience of people, you know, very unique, right? And so I think what PlayStation is doing, both at a third-party AAA but also third-party indie level, is really on point right now. Like they're definitely knocking it out the park.
Yeah, because they're making sure a lot of these third-party games that they're partnering up with, you're utilizing the PlayStation 5 to its full potential. You know what I mean? You're using the DualSense to full potential. The experience that you're going to play Hogwarts Legacy on other platforms is going to be different than how you play it on PlayStation 5 due to, you know, the feature sets that they're taking advantage of. You know what I mean? So I think that's where she's leaning towards, especially when it comes to VR. You know, like I said, a lot of these games are on PC, but it's different because of the feature set that VR2 offers, the PlayStation 5 offers as well, to set itself apart. So they want to make it the best place to play these games. And also content-wise, you know, PlayStation, they get very aggressive when it comes to third-party and marketing deals that you might have an exclusive mission. Hogwarts, another example, where you have an exclusive mission. You know, you have these games, a lot of third-party big games like Forspoken, you know, Final Fantasy XVI, the Deathloop, the Ghostwire Tokyos. They're doing a great job when it comes to third-party. Third-party actually have been holding it down a lot, these third-party marketing deals, but we still don't know what first party is really doing. So the push and the drive that they have here, she's doing a wonderful job just leading the team and leading what she's doing.
And this is the crazy thing about this from when you look at PlayStation is this is on an international level. You know, this isn't just in the US or Europe. You know, with starting the China Hero project and trying to partner with a lot of those devs on that side of the world, and you know, getting games like Stellar Blade, Convalarian, Sin Duality, getting you know, Lost Soul Aside, and a lot of those games as well. This is why I say it, like who they have behind the helm right now really does have the foresight and really the vision to really make PlayStation the best place to play internationally. It's crazy. Like when you look at where PlayStation has a lot of their hands in a lot of different pots, they're really killing it right now.
Yeah, 100%, man. So yeah, big shout out to them. Third party wise, PlayStation on point for sure. Like a thorn out here. But let's move it along. We're going to get in some quick news before we get into the topic, Persona, where, you know, a game that I said I wanted to show you. It's called Leap.
Oh yeah, let me bless you.
So we're gonna play the trailer here, Persona, and I want a live reaction from you. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna watch it through the podcast thing so that it matches up with them.
I mean, just give me your thoughts on what you're seeing here. Any similarities? That boy looking confused. That man looking confused a little bit there, bah. What's going on there, bah? Are you with this game, Persona, or are you gonna pack it up? Thoughts, man. Making that face for, man. This don't look like your speed. What's going on, bruh?
It look alright. It look cool. It's a lot of action going on. It look pretty cool.
Any similarities to other games that you play?
No, not at all. Nope. I'm not seeing no similarities outside of it being first person. Nope, not at all.
Really?
Not at all.
Interesting.
Nope. I don't see no similarities to Destiny. Not at all.
Whoa, brother! I didn't say any games.
See the show out live, brother. I see.
Oh, did I write that?
Yes, you did. No, it look. No, real talk though, it does look cool, but I'm not getting too many Destiny vibes here from this.
Bruh, when I saw this, I thought this was Destiny. It looked like Destiny, bruh.
Bullshit. Go look at Destiny.
Bruh.
Go look at the Destiny
Not,
trailer.
yeah, Destiny obviously looked better on a visual level, but yo, this is scaled just like Destiny. Abilities, the way how the weaponry look. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this looked like Destiny, bruh.
I would have said Halo.
Mm.
I would have said Halo or something like that. Not necessarily Destiny, just because Destiny looks better, and I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll check it out, but I'd probably rather play Destiny than this. How much content they got? What's the story? I see no story here. I'm like, what's the story?
Whoa! It just came
What's
out,
going
man.
on here?
Just came out, man. Can you give him a month or two?
I mean, probably not a month. I give him like a day. 2 days.
Yo, 6A don't look like Destiny. It's more like Lawbreakers. I think this jump look like Destiny. Thank you, Dre, for being honest. Dre say you capping.
You got to pay for this $24.
Uh-oh. Nah.
I got a lot of games to play right now.
Oh you say you got a backlog.
I got a backlog. You feel me? I got my backlog. My backlog. I got a backlog right now. You feel me?
So guys, Persona has packed this game in 1 second, guys, as I get this person in the background.
Uh-oh. You got a person in the background. What you mean? Uh-oh, Bari about to be an uncle. Bari going into uncle mode. Uh-oh. Bari said, hey. Bari said, hey, what's going on in there? Oh, man. Oh, y'all can't even see that either. Oh, I see it. Y'all don't see it. I really think that game, I don't see nothing that says it looks like Destiny per se. But I think it looks cool. Listen, I'll definitely give it a chance, but right now my focus is Octopath Traveler 2 and Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. You feel me? Because I even tried to play Warframe, and I played Warframe, and I thought Warframe was cool. But I don't know. I think with Destiny has that story, that lore, that deep lore for me personally. That's really got me kind of like sold. Where I'm like, yeah, this is why it's a great game and whatnot. But Leap, look, I give it a chance at some point. Not right now, but at some point we'll definitely give it a chance.
Yo, my bad, man.
Like this? Yo, I thought they saw you leaving out and everything. I was like, oh no, I only see that because I was narrating like, oh, Bari going to be an uncle.
Oh yeah. I did it on purpose because my nephew's acting up, so they was letting me know. Like, I'm like, nah, bro, you're not acting up, not in my room.
Not my house. What's going on?
Sit your ass in the living room. I'll get to you when we finish.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Did I drop Rufus? Nah, Rufus chilling, man. Rufus, you good?
Yeah, Rufus good, man.
He's smiling back there. But I put that in there because I was like, this look like, I'm not saying the game doesn't look fun, but it looks like a Destiny clone, in my opinion. All right, let's get some more quick news, Persona, man. Atlus Fallen. The game from Deck 13, Focus Home, has a release date. So on the PlayStation Store, it shows that the game is for $60 and it's coming out May 16th. How we feeling, man? This game looks good, though. This game looks good.
It looked good, but we ain't seen no gameplay or nothing. How we got a date for a game we ain't really see much of, you know?
I'm a
little worried of that.
They did show some gameplay with the first trailer. And it looked compelling. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, I agree with you. I definitely need to see more.
We need to see more gameplay. Real talk.
Yo, shout out to my man Kratos99 once again, gifting 5 WUPS memberships for all the new members of WUPS, man. We appreciate it, Kratos, for all the support. Definitely spam up the emotes in the chat. Nah, no belt needed. I just give the look, man. I give the. And these kids get shook. They're like, oh my God, the best list on YouTube is coming.
Bari Yachty, man. They don't need the.
Yeah, I don't need to do nothing.
Don't need the belt, man. Just come out there and look.
So yeah, Atlus Fallen, May 16th. And it's not $70. I know $70 is the big conversation with people.
Yep.
It is not $70. Persona, Capcom.
Yep.
They out here about to do a showcase, and PlayStation isn't. Where Capcom presents Capcom Spotlight broadcast. It's set for March 9th, so very, very soon. Approximately 26 hours, 26 minutes.
26 hours. Hold on.
Of updates and new info for upcoming games. Tune in for the latest information of our 2023 lineup, including Resident Evil, Mega Man, Battle Network, Legacy Collection. It is very, very interesting here, Persona, because they said their 2023 lineup, but there's a game missing here. So we have here the things that's going to be exactly. These are the games that's going to be featured in this broadcast. How you feeling, man?
3 years. 3 years since we seen that Pragmatic trailer, and we ain't seen nothing since. No, sir. I'm already buying Mega Man. I'm already got the Sunbreak DLC. I already got RE4. I'm not buying Exo Prime, and I don't care about that Ghost Trick. I'm good. I'm not watching this. I'm not streaming this. I'm not paying attention to this.
I actually don't. I don't remember what Ghost Trick Fan Detective is.
I don't know what it is, and I don't care. I'm good.
Looks interesting. I mean, I don't think they really need any more Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, they don't need to show that. This should come out this month. Like, what are you showing? You gonna show the whole damn game?
Mega Man. We don't need to see more. Mega Man. I understand that because you kind of want to show.
I don't understand that either. We seen enough of that. That's getting bought day
not
one.
Really, not really. They show like the trade-in, the multiplayer stuff. You know, to show how you can get into a lobby. I would like to see some of that stuff. Monster Hunter, you don't really got to show this because you already spoke about Sunbreak in prior Nintendo events. We
got the game. We got the game, so we good.
Exo Prime, if this game will have a release date after this showcase,
well, there's supposed to be a demo coming out for this, or beta or something like that. That's supposed to be coming out for this. So
interesting.
Listen, man, I'm good, man. I'm not. The only showcase I care about seeing right now is a PlayStation showcase. I don't care about no other showcase but a PlayStation showcase. Respectfully, PlayStation, I know you're watching. Jim Ryan, Herman Holst, Shu, Sid Schumann. I know y'all watching. Mark Cerny. What's good? I know y'all watching. Can I get my showcase, please?
Please.
Can your boy get the showcase, please? That's all I care about, man. That's all I care about, man. That's it. I don't care about this. I'm good.
I think it's going to be a cool stream, but yeah, I'm not really like super hyped for it because a lot of stuff I already know about. If Pragmata was there, I'd have definitely be like, all right, let me tune in for sure. Like if I catch this on a replay, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
But moving along here, we got a little delay, Persona. We got a little delay. Okay. We got a little delay. The Wolf Among Us 2
Okay.
has been delayed. They started working on this game in 2020, and it is being delayed outside of 2023. So yeah, Telltale's put out this information that we made a difficult decision to delay The Wolf Among Us 2 out of 2023. We know it's frustrating to hear. We started work on this in 2020, and we're still determined to tell the ongoing story of Biggity and the rest of the Fable.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that? Biggity.
Biggity. Oh. Big B. Yo, did you finish?
Why you say it like that? Biggity. Go on, say it again. Biggity.
Biggity. I wanted to be funny with it, but did you finish Wolf Among Us? I didn't finish all the episodes.
What'd you say?
Did you finish Wolf Among Us or?
Yeah. I got the platinum for this. I love it.
I think I stopped at like episode 3 or something with it. But however, it is going to require more time. As disappointed as you're hearing this, we feel worse. We having to say it. But the work continues. What's your thoughts, man?
I mean, I'm excited for the second game, but you know, this wasn't like on my most anticipated list for this year, so I'll live.
This is like the resurgence of like Telltale, though, right? This is like the coming back. With this game.
Yep.
Well, Wolf Among Us 2 has been delayed outside of 2023. It's cool that it's very disappointing to hear anybody. I know a lot of people like the Wolf Among Us series, but if
Biggity.
It happens.
Biggity.
Big B. I thought he was a cool character.
Yeah, I liked him as a character too. I thought he was good.
All right, so
I'm sorry, it's so funny.
Diablo 4. It is getting a beta, Persona. And they announced the beta release dates here. Early access is March 17th through the 19th, so pretty much St. Patrick's Day weekend. And then the open beta is the following weekend, March 24th to the 26th. So if you pre-order Diablo 4, I think all versions of it, because there's 3 versions of Diablo 4 where you get the early access. But it's kind of funny because it says early access and there's like there's another thing. Let me actually pull it up because I didn't pre-order it yet because I was like, I'm kind of confused what they're saying here. So let me pull it up and actually let you guys know. Because I like Diablo games, so I'm not tripping over getting the early access. But here it is. It's saying here when I was reading it on the PlayStation Store, it might have updated it. 1 second. I was like, it said it had like 2 early access things on there. It was like early access, and it was like an early playtime thing. I was like, wait.
No, there's early access. So okay, if you pre-order the game, you get early access to the demo or the beta, which is March 17th through 19th. The early play is you get to play the game, I think, 72 hours early.
Oh, that's what it was. Yup, yeah, right. But they didn't clarify that.
No.
Yeah, see, it says early access to open beta, right? And then early access Diablo 4. So yeah, but they didn't say like, oh, this is early access yet to play it 24 or 72 hours early. The verbiage was just off on it. But regardless, this is what you're gonna get in the early access beta. So you get in 3 classes: the rogue, barbarian, sorcerer. I think I might rock with a sorcerer this one. Real talk. Then additional
boys in the building.
Then additional classes for the open beta is a necromancer and druid. So you get to explore the first zone, Fractured Peaks, experience the story, the prologue and Act 1, and you get to play up to level 25. And you also get rewards when you, I guess, complete the beta or whatnot. How you feeling about this? This is pretty nice. This look pretty good.
Nah, this is a dope beta. So I haven't pre-ordered this yet either, only because I know for a fact I love Diablo 3. I put a lot of time. We played it a lot, Bari, way back in the day. 4 is definitely something I want to play, but I know for a fact this releases literally the day before Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
The thing is, what's gonna be cool though is that playing the early access stuff, right? You'll get to access all these rewards whenever you play the game. You're gonna have your save and all that stuff. So I'm not looking to play this game in June, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna play the early access beta for sure. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pre-order it and I'm gonna have it. So I'm definitely gonna play the early access as well. But I know I'm not gonna get to this in June. This is probably gonna be like July, August that I'll get around to it. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a lot. It's coming out in a heavy month, man. You know what I mean? And it's the day before. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I got goals I want to accomplish. I got things I got to do. And Diablo, I like you. I think the sorcerer looks cool. She got like the ice mechanics and all that shit. That look fire. But I'll be there for the early access.
Yo, facts.
June though, gotta pack you up.
Facts.
Respectfully. Okay, so Dead Island 2 had an extended gameplay. I'm not gonna really divulge too much on it, but yo, really and truly, it looks good, man. It looks good. Dead Island 2 looking good.
I'm good.
It's hard because when these games are coming out, but you know the whole notion that this game doesn't look good or Dead Island 2 is not looking crazy. I think that goes out the window after watching this extended bit. Did you see the extended gameplay?
No,
it looks good, bro. It looks good. I'll be honest with you.
This is skip. I'm good. Not interested. Nope.
I can see myself getting this game like down the line. Not day one though, but down the line. But they have a 14-minute gameplay. If you guys want to check that out, nice little dodge mechanic there that you see. And it looks dope. It looks good. It looks better than I actually thought it would be, because I thought it was going to be like a cheesy, low budget looking game. You know what I mean?
He killed the shit out of. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It looked good, bro. The first Dead Island, I enjoyed the first Dead Island, but I stopped playing it because the trailer and the gameplay is way too much of a difference. Here, I don't think it's way too much of a difference. You remember that song, Who Do You Voodoo? Well, yeah, this look good though, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Drop kicked him like that. Word.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
This is skip. No, thank you.
It's just a release date when it's coming out. I think
it's coming out in April.
April, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
April 21st.
21st? 7 days before Star Wars Jedi Survivor? I'm good.
2 days after Horizon Burning Shores DLC.
I'm good. This is skip. I'm not playing this at all.
Yep. Also, if you guys don't know, one of the best DLCs to come out have came out. Powerwash Simulator finally got the Final Fantasy VII content. I did do a little private test stream of this, which I'm not going to upload because that's when I was working on the mic and there's a lot of popping and all that stuff in there. But I will be streaming this later on, just showing some of the cool stuff with Power Simulator. So it does have all of the Midgar stuff in there. It has the Shinra Hauler. It has the Hardy Daytona. You can actually clean up Seventh Heaven Bar. But yeah, it looks pretty dope, man. Oh, they have they have the Scorpion Sentinel here that you can clean up as well, which is cool. I like Powerwash Simulator, man. I'm gonna keep it on. It's not nothing crazy, but this is a fun game just to play on your leisure time, and adding Final Fantasy VII content on here, sign me up, bro.
Yeah, this is definitely something I'm gonna mess around with at some point.
Yo, later, Jamar, man. Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to my man Jamar, man, out here doing the mod work.
Peace out to Jamar, man.
The mod god. You know what I mean? But yeah, just wanted to announce that. Also, quick news, Persona. I think this is going to tickle your fancies here. A PlayStation VR game, VR2 game, announcing that it is using Unreal Engine 5.
Fire.
The shout out to Firewall Ultra and First Contact Entertainment. They said we spoke to the awesome team of Unreal Engine about all the amazing features and tech we're building in the Firewall Ultra on PlayStation VR 2, thanks to Unreal Engine 5. Ooh,
Yo, that's looking fire, no cap, man.
If you're doubting the PlayStation 5 or VR 2 at this point, it's definitely like ignorance at this point, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely ignorance now, because how many Unreal Engine 5 games are we seeing now or got announced? This game is coming out real soon too.
Yeah, this comes out this year.
Yep.
I'm excited for this. Firewall Ultra is definitely one of the PSVR 2 games I'm like really, really excited for. And the fact that they're using UE5, that's gonna be fire, man. That's definitely gonna look real nice in the VR headset.
Yeah, man, I'm hella excited for this, man. The first one was dope. And this just looks like it's gonna be, a step up from the first one. So now that you have like, I think I was using the aim controller with the first one. You know what I mean? And it was cool. It was a cool invitation. I met cool people there. Playing the first one, playing with randoms, playing with some of the people here in the community. And it was definitely a cool experience. But now that's having a newer headset, PlayStation VR 2, all the capabilities that I have, I definitely want to dive into this game, man. I can't wait to play this. Sure.
Yes, sir.
And a little bit. Oh, let's get into these trailers now, man. Persona Tekken 7 trailers are coming in hot. And when I mean hot, I mean hot. You know what I mean? Not H-O-T. I mean H-A-W-T. Hot. Jin Kazama looking amazing, Persona. Check out the boy Jin. Oh. You know what I mean? How are you feeling about this trailer? I think this trailer looks amazing. Probably, in my opinion, the second best looking trailer as far as the character display. I think Kazama one was like Kazuya. I said Kazama. Kazuya one was the best. But this, Jin is looking buffed, boy. He is mixing like his Devil Trigger stuff within his regular like strings and stuff. You know what I mean? But Tekken 7 looking good, and these trailers are popping out every week, man.
We might be getting this game soon, man.
Yeah, they're not committed to a release date, but I don't think it's too far off, because these trailers are coming in every week.
Yeah, I think he looks good, man. Jin looking pretty cool. I'm liking how he's fighting, man, giving dude the beats.
I'm liking his outfit too. Better. I want to
see I want to see Brian. But Jin looks good. Yeah, Jin looks good here though. He looks pretty solid. I like it. And the game looks beautiful. Like this is definitely this is on UE5. Yeah.
Yeah. UE5.
Yeah, this is looking real solid, man. I'm liking it.
Yeah, that's the background, the stages, everything looks good. Still got the electrics. Pop them up in the air, devil mode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Tekken 8 is definitely looking very, very flashy. Like 7, I think, was a flashy game, but they are taking all those flashy tropes and everything, and they're cranking that thing up. Like I think, like watching this game on like a competitive level, or even if you're on a friends level, spectating and doing like an open lobby or whatnot, you're gonna be engaged to see what's going on, because the mechanics look like it's gonna be fun. I think it looks like it's gonna be a little cheap, but overall, it's looking like it's gonna be on the up and up, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, keep pumping these things out. I think the next one should probably be like Law or Lars for the trailer, or even Paul. You know what I mean? But they've been pumping these trailers out every week. To be honest with you.
Keep it coming.
Also, quick little update before we get into the topic. SIFU has an arena mode that's dropping very soon, guys. And it looks pretty good. Arena mode looks pretty dope, man. I
I
love
was
what these.
surprised they went like all out with this arena mode, man. It's a lot going on here.
Yeah, they look like they incorporated. You remember the first game they made, Slow Clap? I forgot the name of the first game they did.
Absolver.
It was Absolver. Yeah, it looked like they kept doing a lot of the stuff from Absolver here, but they adding like modes in here, capturing this point and stuff like that. Definitely, this is one of the greatest indie games this generation, man. So I'm happy that they are still updating it. But overall thoughts, though.
I'm hyped for this, man. I'm definitely gonna be in that arena, man, playing against those different modes. I hope that they make a SIFU 2 as well. Like, I want a second game from this, man. This is really like a fire studio, bro. Like, they make really great games. So I can't wait to get this, man. I can't wait to get this.
Yo, it look like that's the outfit from the you remember that movie? I forgot the name of the movie, bro. The Raid. It looked like that's the Raid outfit or something. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie. Oh, it look like the Matrix or something right here. This junk look crazy, boy. So yeah, March 28th, Arenas is coming to SIFU very, very soon. So very, very excited for that. With these updates. But yeah, that's the news, guys. Pretty lengthy news. A lot of stuff happening in PlayStation, the world of PlayStation. But if you made it this far within the show, there are your trophies. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for supporting us. Hit the like button if you guys have been enjoying your stay here. All the new people. If you guys have been enjoying the stream so far, hit the like button, man. Let it be known that you are here in the chat. We appreciate you guys. But let's get into the topic, Persona, man, because I wouldn't call this controversial, but it's definitely a good talking point. As people that two of us as gamers that love RPGs growing up, especially JRPGs, growing up. The question was being asked to Yoshi P from Skill Up when it comes to JRPGs and all that stuff. And the response that Yoshi P has said when it comes to it was definitely enlightening, man. Definitely something that I didn't expect them to really say. But I totally understand. So here's what Yoshi P said when it comes to the terminology or the usage of the word JRPG. This is going to depend on who you ask, but there was a time when the term first appeared 15 years ago. 15 years ago, we can play around to see like what RPG or JRPG came around that time. You know what I mean? And for us as developers, the first time we heard it, it was like a discriminatory term, as though we are being made fun of for creating these games. And for some of the developers, the term JRPG can be something that will maybe trigger bad feelings because of what it was in the past. It wasn't a compliment to a lot of developers in Japan, and we understand that recently JRPGs have a better connotation, which we're going to talk about that because we know the vibes, and it's being used as a positive, but we still remember the time when it was used as a negative. Persona. Lord. First and foremost, are you shocked by the statements that he's saying?
No. And the reason why I say no is because from our side in America and how we do things, especially growing up, we weren't really thinking of how it made the people who made these games feel. We just knew that it was a term to describe a specific subset of games that was coming from a specific area of the world. And that was it. That's how we grew up. I personally, growing up, I never in my, growing in Bari, we both grew up in the hood, like, what's up, JRPGs and stuff like that. I never looked at that term as something
we
negative. I never looked
used
at it
it
like that. No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and this is why I say, like, with something like this, it's very interesting, and it kind of opens up a bigger book or a bigger thing. And this is going to be a real controversial topic, Bari. Like, I don't think we'll be able to navigate the weeds here, because JRPG and using that back in the day, I never thought of it as something that was a negative or something that was meant to be taken in that way. But to the people who were making these games on that side of the world, they clearly view that as a negative. And I think for us as gamers, we don't really think of that stuff. Nobody was really thinking of that at the time. I think now, being an adult and looking at this, I'm not surprised, but I'm not surprised, but then I am surprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like growing up, I agree. I had the same sentiments, always use JRPGs to classify, like, okay, this is the region where these games come from. Obviously, with the region where the games come from, it also has different tastes, a different style to the games, but it was still, in my mind, an RPG, but an RPG from Japan. You know what I mean? And that's what we grew up playing. That's what we grew up loving. Obviously, growing up, playing these type of games and just, having discourse and conversations with people, there are certain people that view, like when they see, JRPG, they turned off from it because they're thinking it's some anime weeb, type game. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a serious tone to it. It's just like this, Shonen Jump type, storytelling and stuff like that, which is not the case, obviously, because they don't have the experience with the games. But people were using it in a negative connotation. It's definitely interesting to see that he said it first appeared 15 years ago. Personally, we've been using JRPG, the terminology for that, when I was a little kid. This is
that's
in the
what I'm
90s.
saying. I was using that for a long time. So
yeah,
the fact that the term had first hit in that area in Japan 15 years ago, or was becoming more mainstream at that time, I was a bit surprised.
No, but this is what I think. This is what I think when he meant 15 years ago. He was meaning it in a negative connotation. Because
got you.
Around that time, that's 2008. Let me see.
15.
Around 2008, 2008. Yeah, 2008, right?
2008. Yeah, 2008.
What RPGs was coming out then? Like probably 13, Final Fantasy 13, which didn't really, bode well with people around here. There was a lot of these, RPG games coming out from Japan where people were just, the word weeb and, the emo look, where everybody having the belts, the Kingdom Hearts coming out, where people are looking at these games in a negative connotation. And everybody was looking at games from Japan that are RPGs. It's going to be some Kingdom Hearts anime bullshit or this and this and that. So yeah, I can understand.
I think some of that, and let's really have the conversation, Bari. Mm-hmm. Let's really have this conversation, right? I think some of that carried over from the whole anime manga nerdism that was having its growth in America at the time. Because let's be honest, right? When you thought of a nerd back in like the 90s, even early 2000s, what a nerd was then isn't what a nerd is now in terms of how socially accepted it is in the grand scheme of our society, but also the type of nerds that we tend to have now, right? Now, I'm not saying these people weren't nerds back then, but what I'm saying is the when you visualize the nerd from the 90s or early 2000s, it was the dragon t-shirt with stains on it, baggy ass clothes, no haircut, crushed in the corner of his mouth. It was a very socially awkward, weird, it was a very socially awkward person, especially, with anime. And I loved anime, I love anime and things like that. But those type of people weren't necessarily mainstream. As gaming has become more mainstream, you start to see a lot of these things become more socially accepted. You start to see a lot of these things, the people that were liking it but weren't really as forthcoming about it now be more forthcoming. And even what a nerd looks like today, most nerds don't look like how they look like in the 90s. Like, everybody's not walking around as a Steve Urkel. You know, like
And I ain't
nobody's
do
walking
that.
around like, you know, nobody's walking around like that. So I do think that as gaming and nerdism became more mainstream, I think how certain things were looked at kind of got pushed to the forefront as well and became more mainstream as well. But it also started to change because that stigma of being that socially awkward person that liked anime and comic books and manga and stuff like that, it started to kind of dwindle a little bit. So I think it's one of those.
My thing too, Persona, is like the discourse, the back and forth that I'm seeing here is now people are trying to, you know, like how Yoshi P and the development team in Japan or anyone that's a Japanese developer that's putting out RPGs, if they don't want their games to be classified as a JRPG, yo, that's how they feel. I understand that we do that to categorize things, you know what I mean? And if you really don't have a negative connotation with it, I personally don't have a negative connotation to it, so I'm not gonna like stop using JRPG because to me that classifies, all right, this is an RPG that comes from there. But if they don't like that, and let's say we have Yoshi P on here or any other Japanese developer come on here, I'm not going to be like, oh, so, you know, you created this new JRPG. I'm not going to say that because now I know information that they don't really look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might offend them.
And,
you know what I mean?
And to bring this into, remember what we talked about that day? I kind of want to bring it up here.
Yeah,
you don't remember?
You're going to go deep. That's letting y'all know. He's going to go deep. Because I that's why I brought it up, so he can allude to that part.
Yeah.
But
this is going to be very, very controversial, and some people might not like this, but I'm going to say it. For Yoshi P, him being of Japanese and things like that, and feeling the way he feels, I understand it, right? I'm like, okay, it's weird to see a lot of Black people, us, that's kind of being dismissive and trying to minimize how he feels about something that he finds derogatory, when us as Black people, we find certain things derogatory or find issue with certain things that people that are non-Black say certain things. Perfect example is we just watched the State of Play, and the developers, and I'm pretty sure they didn't mean anything harmful by it, but certain people took offense or felt a certain way when he described Deadshot, the only Black character, as having swagger.
I ain't had no
and no, but there were people, I seen people mention it, and I made a joke about it because I knew people were going to mention that, so I made a joke about it because it is what it is. Or even things like having Black hair and things like this in games, right? Things that we find important or things that we don't want happening with us. We have to also look at other nationalities, ethnicities, and people and how they may find things derogatory as well, and be open-minded and understanding that they also find these things wrong. Because if we find the things about our people and how we are is wrong, then we have to be able and be forward thinking and understand that other races and other nationalities are also going to find certain things that may be derogatory that we may have grew up on and not see an issue with, right?
Yeah, it's other people speaking for others.
And I think with Yoshi P, him being Japanese, him saying, listen, over here, we didn't like that. Or over here, this has a negative connotation. Who are you to say, oh, well, that's wrong? This is the person that is telling you that this is taken as disrespectful to his people, to his race, to his nationality. So I understand it, man. I do. I understand it, and I respect that. This was something that was negative, and this is how some Japanese developers may feel. Me and Bari, I personally never looked at it as it being. I never used the term JRPG in any portion of my life to minimize a game. It was only to describe, okay, it's made by Japanese developers. That's it. Now I'm rethinking how you categorize the stuff. It's crazy.
RPG.
It's just an art. Yeah, exactly. It's just an RPG. But this is another thing I was talking to Bari about behind the scenes is that, as gaming becomes more mainstream, a lot of things that we may have deemed as not that big a deal might be brought up as being big deals now because society is changing so rapidly. Gaming is now at the forefront of everything. Gaming is now one of the most profitable forms of entertainment now. So there's all eyes on it. And so now that we have all eyes on it, you have a lot of people coming in that are now speaking out about certain things. And listen, I ain't trying to get into all that shit, but I wasn't aware of this, and now I'm made aware. And so now I'm how do we move forward from that? You get what I'm saying? Like
definitely something that blindsided a lot of people, especially that you love JRPGs or you just like RPGs from Japan. If you love this type of genre, you never really looked at it as a bad thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we definitely had experiences, like I said, where people were using this stuff. You remember back in the Bang Bang days and all that stuff when RPG would be showing, it was like, oh, I don't want that crap.
We've seen, yeah, exactly. Like we've seen that stuff personally, where people would minimize Japanese games as being the JC word. I don't want to use that here, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Or I remember
the J crap.
Yeah, the J crap word. And remember people were saying you shouldn't buy PlayStations or shouldn't buy this, that, and the third because it's Japanese and you should buy all that weird shit, man. So stuff like this, I know for a fact it's definitely happening, and there were people that were thinking and feeling this way because they were minimizing those games.
Facts.
But the thing is, I didn't see that personally in my real life.
In all circles.
I saw it when I got on social media. That's when, because social media allows you to connect to people all over the world. That's when I really was privy to, damn, people really think and feel this way because something is Japanese or something is XYZ or because something is this, that, and the third. I was just like, yo, wow. Like in my day-to-day life, growing up as a kid playing games, I never personally seen or experienced that in my neighborhood, in my circle, in my upbringing. I never saw that. I didn't start seeing that stuff until I got to social media. Even the minimizing of Japanese titles, I didn't see that until social media, because even on my block growing up, one of my friends, his brother, really big JRPG guy, and he had Dot Hack and Kingdom Hearts and this, and he was super hardcore. And like, yo, we would play games together, talk, we would watch him play or take turns and all this other stuff. The strategy guides, I remember buying the Pokemon strategy guides, the all these different strategy guides and all this stuff. And here's the thing. This is why this, if I keep going, it's going to turn ugly. So okay, continue.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to respect people's opinions and how they feel about certain things. You know what I mean? It's no different than, if you feel a certain way with somebody calling you some type of, I'm not going to say that JRPG is a slur, but if somebody calls you type of slur and you feel a certain way about it, you know what I mean? People should respect that, or don't use that type of language around you. You know what I mean? It's no different here. So I don't understand how people are trying to speak for, developers or Yoshi P, like, oh, you shouldn't be offended. Like, no, if he feels offended by it, you carry on. Even in the preview, when they further elaborated as far as like why he felt about that, skill up, he respectfully was like, oh, okay, understand, keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they feel, man.
Yep.
At the end of the day, yeah, it is going to be. It's years of years. Listen, I'm 38 years old. You know what I mean? I've been playing games for 5, and I've been playing RPGs from Japan since I was a wee little boy. You know what I mean? And I've been using that terminology for a very long time. So it's definitely something that's going to be hard, to eliminate. But like I said, yeah. Now, knowing that's how Japanese developers feel, and some of my favorite games are from Japan. Yeah, I'm going to be very wary. We're going to be very cautious. How that is being used. Especially around them. I don't want to offend or disrespect anyone or their work, because people are classifying JRPGs as just like oh, they're not great games because, you know, one game from Japan was bad. Not all JRPGs are bad. You know what I mean? We've seen that. We've seen it. And, you know, here, you know, we definitely, you know, for the years that you guys know from YouTube, or if you're here early, we've been, you know, Spotlight Games of the Week is nothing new. You know what I mean? It's just a new terminology that we use here for WUPS, but we've been doing that for years. You know what I mean? Letting people know, like, hey, this is what we're interested in. This type of games. And as you can see, a lot of those games are from Japan. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, respectfully, I think people should take heed to his words as far as what he's saying. And if more people, you know, from Japan, developers are speaking out against it, not use a word, then yeah, we gotta be mindful of that, because we don't want to disrespect them. But yeah, I was definitely shocked when I saw. I was like, wow, because I never personally used that. You know, even people that tried to use it in a negative way, I was correcting them. You know what I mean? I was like, nah. And I think Final Fantasy 16 is definitely going to be one of those games that's going to either further showcase or further highlight the fact that, yeah, the way how you think about JRPGs is not the way how we think about it. This is not like an anime. Everything is grandiose and explosions, and it's a very serious toned, you know, political, you know, game that you're going to be playing here in the Final Fantasy world. So, yeah, I respect what he's saying, and I definitely going to honor it. But just to clarify, you know, we here at WUPS, J Bar Persona, we don't use that in any negative, you know, connotation. It's just something to classify where RPGs are coming from. No different than people using Western RPGs. That became a terminology as well, especially around that time. You know what I mean? When you start seeing the Dragon Ages and things like that start coming out. But this is stuff that we've been using for years, man. This not new terminology. It definitely got spun around. I think around like, yeah, when 13, you know, Kingdom Hearts and those games came out. But at the end of the day, we here, I personally, Persona don't use it as a bad negative connotation. If Yoshi P ever listen to this or see this, you know,
not at
video.
All. Yep, 100%. Not at all.
Yeah, man. So Persona, let's get these super chats before we close up. Where shout out to Blade X with a 199 iPhone user. He's saying Horizon on your OLED is breathtaking. Yo, shout out to Stormrider Project with a $5. This is a great question here. He said, what's everyone's main icon ability they will main? Mine is Ramu or Rama.
Alive, mine's is most likely gonna be Ifrit or you know, Benedicta.
You already know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
The best summon in Final Fantasy history. Shiva.
Yeah.
Shiva, baby.
I need to see how he fight with Odin as well, because I might fuck around with Odin.
Oh, Odin gonna slap, boy.
Yeah, Odin might be the main on mine. I ain't gonna cap a Bahamut.
Yeah. Oh, yo, facts. Yo, forgot about Bahamut too, man. Man, yo, this game is gonna be epic, man. But yo, that was a great question, Storm. Right at Project. Sorry we didn't even catch that when we were actually talking about it, but that was a great question. Kratos with a gifted memberships. Appreciate it, Kratos with the 5 gifted memberships. Then we got J Roll 49 with a 99. He said 100. I don't remember what he's saying that for, but we appreciate it, J Roll. And then we got my man Viper Reaps Corner with a 499. Said my whole life, what we term JRPGs, I've always called RPG. I only started hearing JRPG when these Western RPGs started coming out. Nah, I mean, I always heard the terminology JRPG, especially like when games like when Final Fantasy VII came out. You know what I mean? That put JRPGs on the map. You know what I mean? Where people was recognized like, oh, you know what I mean? And really and truly, when it came to like the terminology of JRPGs, it was mostly used for like a lengthy game. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to get a game that's like 30, 40 hours? Oh, get this JRPG right here. You know what I mean? Because back then, in the older days, games were very short. You know what I mean? You beat those games very, very quickly. But like a RPG or a JRPG, you know what I mean? We look at those like, yeah, we're gonna be, in these games for a minute, and they cost the same. You know what I mean? You can play Mega Man that you can beat, in a day sitting if you're good, or you buy Yeez 3. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Where Yeez, you playing that for like good 30, 40 hours. But the verbiage from my knowledge, you always use that, especially around Final Fantasy VII came out, for sure, because that's when people were like in lunchrooms talking about these games and things like, yeah, this JRPG is cool. You know what I mean? But it was never like used as a negative connotation. But I get you, especially like when the Western games start coming out, Western RPGs. Yeah, you have to classify things. That's what people like to do. They like to classify, put things in certain sectors or sections. You know what I mean? Viper Reap with a 199 again. He said started, not stated. Oh, I think you was right the first time. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I only started hearing. Okay, but I think I auto corrected it anyway. Reading it. Then we got True Virgil with a 199. He said Persona looked like he's a goth back in high school. That joke would never die, man.
Wait, who said that?
True Virgil. True Virgil always with the trolling.
Sounded like he was golf back in high school. Nah, I was never golf, man. Growing up where I grew up, you would have got your ass whooped doing some shit like that. Okay.
But yeah, guys, we have come to the end of the show. Episode 116. If you've made it this far, you know the vibes. Here you go. Lighten you up a little bit. Oh, somebody in the chat is like, "Hey, man, wrong trophy." What? You don't want more trophies? You know what? My bad, guys.
Need that platinum, guy. We need that platty. That platty waddy.
There you go. Platinum up. We appreciate it. That's 116 platinums for the PlayStation Nation. We appreciate all the support that we receive for What's Up PlayStation, all the super chats, the likes. We're at 141 likes right now. If you guys enjoyed the stream, if you guys enjoyed the content, if you guys enjoyed the new layout, the new logo, hit the like button, man. Let us know how you guys feel about the new logo as well. Are you digging it? Are you guys feeling the merch? Once again, What's Up PlayStation WUPS merch. If you guys head to WUPS merch, you can see our catalog of designer wear here for you guys from our journey at What's Up PlayStation, from the first artwork or logo to our second one, and to the one that we are at right now, the new What's Up PlayStation logo. Hopefully you guys are liking stuff that you've seen here. And if you guys want to check any of this stuff out, head on over to WUPS merch. I'll definitely put the link in the chat. And right now we do have a promotion going on where if you type in early bird into the user code when you're checking out, you will get 10% off of all purchases here. So yeah, let us know your thoughts when it comes to the merchandise, and all the stuff, all the proceeds go right back into the channel. So we can do the giveaways or upgrade, What's Up PlayStation podcast and all the stuff that we are striving for when it comes to this brand. But Persona, close us out, man. Let the people know what's going on with you, Mr. Destiny 2. Mr. I gotta play my raid.
Absolutely, man. Raid come out next week, man. I gotta get raid ready. Listen, this was a great show. Definitely had a lot of fun, man. A lot of good topics, good news, man. Shout out to the community. We appreciate our WUPS community. We appreciate the WUPS Nation. And then even newcomers that came through to rock out with us, man. We definitely appreciate y'all as well. For me, I just put my unboxing of Octopath Traveler up on my channel. It was pretty cool, pretty quick. I had to re-record it because when I was doing the original unboxing where I was actually unboxing everything and talking, my keyboard was sitting on my bleep button. You probably can hear it, or you probably can. Nothing could be heard, right? So I'm like, all right, I just redid it real quick. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't already. More content coming to the channel. this week, most likely going to do a When Persona Speaks because it's been a minute. And, it's a couple things I want to talk about in depth, right? So When Persona Speaks this week, and then I'm going to be posting up a couple of gameplay videos, post up, some thoughts on Octopath Traveler and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to my bro Persona, man, doing the wonderful work over there. Yeah, that was a dope unboxing video. You got me tempted, bro. Like, I think I'm gonna buy it. I need that. You know what I mean? Put that up in the background or put that over here. I need those little pieces. You know what I mean? Cause I'm really loving the game. When I start loving the game, bro, nothing gonna hold me back, man. I'm gonna fully support that. You know what I mean? So.
Yo, fucks.
I love Octopath Traveler. And shout out to Ice Queen Gaming, the Queen of Ice. Sorry if I missed that the first time, Ice Queen. But when it comes to me, as far as content, PlayStation, I need you. I don't know what it is, man, but I need you to get this joint together, man. When it comes to, recording, clips. You know what I mean? It's definitely like a little delay when it comes to like Forspoken or some other games. But I did have like a fun series that I wanted to do. I think I'm just going to talk over the gameplay, where I'm going to be breaking down Forspoken gameplay as far as each elemental ability and like, how to really, be optimal with, this traversing and, the combat in the world. Just like a little fun little tutorial thing as far as what Frey can do. I think this game is amazing, and the gameplay, I just want to talk about it more. I will have my PlayStation VR 2 review coming out most likely next week.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna come pretty soon.
Yeah, how you want to do? You want to do that on our own channel, or we do that on WUPS? How you want to do that?
We'll do like a joint review of
yeah, I think that would be cool. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Let's do that.
And we can always do our own thing as well, because I was gonna do the footage that I have for the unboxing. And I was just gonna mix everything in my review and all that stuff. Cause I ain't delete that, bro. That was a 13-minute video. I ain't deleting that. I might just remix that. You know what I mean?
You better remix. You better stop playing and talk over that real quick.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. I know how to do it, but I don't know how to execute it yet.
Yeah.
I know.
Easy.
I know. But like, what am I gonna say? Like, it got to match up. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Also today, guys. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Ryzen new trailer came out. Anila, her trailer is out, and I'm gonna be reacting and doing a breakdown to that trailer, for sure. So that video should be up, most likely like tonight or probably early tomorrow. I will be on the Ash and Lucas podcast, Scumcast, tonight. So if you guys want to check Ash and Lucas Scumcast out tonight, definitely come on through. I will be there today. So I will share the links and all that stuff on Twitter, and get you guys updated on that. So big shout out to Ash and Luca on the invite on that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, man. Episode 16 is in the books. Let's make sure I ain't missing no super chats or nothing. Persona,
yo,
can you keep it so NY?
Absolutely.
Can you keep it so NY like the boys that made PlayStation?
Absolutely. Listen, man.
You already know.
I knew it was coming. That's why I stopped.
You gotta televise the greatest. Oh, now you can see my face. Damn. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
sir. Listen, guys. Always remember, guys. What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community, and we'll see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we out, guys. Peace.
Deuces. Enjoy y'all Saturday.